And we are live here at the River League. I got Banks in the booth.
Hey, Reese.
He did not bag.
Well, I mean, we don't have to talk about that. We were close. Like, no one got closer.
Right there, right there. And to be fair, you didn't play that many flights.
Just
so, I mean,
three of them.
you had, no, did you play? Okay, I was trying to give you credit there. Welcome to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. This is our $120 buy-in, $10,000 guaranteed tournament final table. We got down to 9 today. 18 players that came back. We had 202 entries. That's way more than $10,000, Banks.
I do think it's almost exactly double, which is a lot when you consider it. So
Yep.
that's a good guarantee.
$20,200 is where we ended the prize pool at this tournament. And like I
Is there
said,
a word for the opposite of an overlay? Whatever that was.
I don't know. It was double what the
We did
predictions
that.
were. Some would say that I'm chicken when it comes to my guarantees. What can I say?
Probably not. Nobody.
But we had technically we had 24 people come back to day 2, but we had double baggers, we had triple baggers, and I'm going to pull this up actually so we can talk about this.
So to be clear, all these people that you say double and triple bag, they played the tournament and they bagged twice.
They
Something
bagged.
I didn't even do once. Okay.
True.
All right. So that's good.
True. And the 24 qualifiers, but we had Mr. Higgins. Bill had 2 bags. Colton got 2 bags. Brad Hopper got 2 bags, and Martine 3 bags.
3 of them.
Triple bag bonus.
Big day for the Mendozas. His cousin from Indiana won the Heisman last night too. So that's pretty sick.
There you go. So Martine, congratulations! You probably saw on our Facebook. He got the $400 instant bonus from the prize pool. So
4 buy-ins.
Yeah, well, I don't know how many he had, but it's up to him to divulge.
It pays.
It pays that
buy-ins.
much,
Yeah.
correct? But I don't know if it was a full free roll for him, but close to it. But he got at least, like I said, 4 of them back if that's what he had. But a quick look here. I'm going to put this up on the screen.
Okay. Oh, these were our starting chip counts.
These were the starting chip counts here. And I know people listen on the mobile or whatever the case may be, so we'll run down a few of the notable ones. Like I said, Brad Hopper got his second bag late last night in Flight D to give him the chip leader, snatched it away from Darla, who had a massive bag on Flight A on Thursday. So he started this day 2 with 566,000 in chips, and we'll have to see. I'm pretty sure
Brad's second bag was bigger than it would have been, almost a top 5 bag on its own.
Yeah, spoiler alert, he is in this final 9.
Now, explain the Tommy Vu thing, because I was there for it, but he bagged no chips.
Yeah, he bagged no chips. He had more chips than his unknown competitor.
Yeah,
that got knocked
real
out.
handsome guy.
Really good looking, smart, nice guy.
Yeah.
Got into a hand right on the bubble, and both you and him were eliminated. And
unnamed guy.
Unnamed guy. We're eliminated, and he started the hand with more chips.
Yeah.
And so effectively, he was in the top 12%, which earns him a cash spot, even though he didn't have any chips to bring back into day 2. And that's the way we do it here at the River League and all of our sister clubs. Top 12% paid. That's what we advertise, and that's what we do. So he got in the top 12%, just didn't have any ammunition left to come back today and play, but he got a min cash of $250 for his efforts.
It's a great day either way.
Yeah, got a little bit of money back, and I believe his girl Sheena, so he got a bullet for him and a bullet back from her for that min cash. The way to look at it there for Tommy. So technically, he was the 19th place finisher on this final day 2, but it worked out for me because we had 2 full tables.
It's a nice round number.
Didn't
have to break it.
Yeah, 18 players. So even though there was 24 bags, it was spread amongst 19 people minus Tommy. That's how we ended up with 18, 2 tables of 9 here on this day 2, and they've been playing for right at 2 hours.
There was some action on the first hand though, so you wouldn't have been 19 for long.
True. Yeah. Very, very first hand, Mr. David from Abilene, who was the ECP champion here on stream yesterday, Got it all in with pocket jacks against Martine's ace king suited, and Martine wasted no time flopping the ace high flush.
A fellow Red Raider. So,
Yeah.
or at least he's the dad of one. So,
But yeah.
big fan.
But so
Unlucky
yeah,
for him.
David. But he made day. He made day 2. He got $250.
Better than
That was that min
I
cash.
feel like that's like the 4th or 5th time you've talked about how I didn't make it.
Well,
No,
it's not my fault.
A little contentious early.
But we're getting close to being underway here. Let's have a look. There you
That
see.
car started.
Yep, that's the first hand being dealt out there. We'll see who is here at this feature table. The final table, not the feature, the final.
Ooh, Mike has a hand on the button. Lays 10 off.
Keon Coop in the chat saying, shouldn't use Banks as a commentator. Bad PR. I disagree, Coop.
No, that's points per reception. He's not a big points guy, so he leaves out the
okay.
first P.
Okay,
Yeah,
makes
he's
sense.
not very athletic from what we've seen.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense too. Higgins here, going to ship it in with the ace 10 offsuit. These blinds are
Greg,
huge and the
computer
stacks
hand.
are not comparable, so you're going to see a lot of action probably quick.
Juan would be sad to watch Martine fold that, but
Queen deuce into the muck. So let's see who it is. We're gonna go by the seat here. First, Hopper Brad, 840,000. Your table second in chips here. Hugo seat 2, Allen seat 3, Henry seat 4. Is that Mike?
That's Mike Higgins.
Mike
That is.
Higgins, yep. Seat 5, Craig in seat 6, Martine seat 7, Chong, we call him Tony, here seat 8, and then Mitch seat 9. And you can see there, we're all the way 1.1 million in Martine's stack, and Henry's got one big blind left, Banks.
I usually call Chong by his full name, but I guess I'll go with Chong for the stream. I don't want to embarrass anybody. Henry does have a whole big blind, so he's got to do something this orbit. I'll be interested to see if he does. So there is a theory that if it gets to you and under the gun and you still have one big blind, you should jam every hand you have.
I do that.
So
I do have that
see if
theory.
that's what he ends up doing or if he waits to the big blind. Higgins with a couple of hands to start this tournament.
Yeah, he shipped it
couple
in
of-
with ace 10. Now it's pocket 8. It's probably going to be much of the same.
Ones you love the shove and you just don't want to see a snap call, and it looks like he might get one here.
Craig here. Craig's at 365,000 in chips, and Mike's in for way more than that. He's the stacks are way too small for these blinds, Banks. This tournament has drug on
Craig
quite
with
a
the
bit.
discipline fold.
That is a big fold from Craig. I did not expect that.
He, they have his name mislabeled here. It is champ for a reason. That was a good fold. He knows Mike is not jamming super light there. Best case, he's flipping. I think if Mike had ace 10, he would fold there despite jumping in on the button.
Yeah.
He's in what they call the cutoff there.
And I'm completely wrong. That is Chong. I thought that was Tony Ha.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to correct you that
No,
really no
no.
one calls him Tony, but
No, I'm the only one calling
okay.
him Tony. So Chong, your new name's Tony now. But here you see Martine, 1.1 million, 28% of the chips in play, and there you see the big blinds left, and Banks half the fields.
still only
below
22 big
10.
blinds for Martin. So he does have the chip lead, but if he loses a couple of pots, anyone can get back in this real quick. But he's a veteran of these final tables, so those chips are going to be difficult to come by.
Allen spinning the Thor's hammer to look at the cards for luck, and going to see it didn't work this time.
No,
Henry
this-
suited ace. What do you think, Banks?
I think this is jammable.
There
He
you
does
go.
go with it. Suited.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's an auto call. Ooh, and 3 hands in a row.
Mike Higgins just can't. Poor guy can't catch a hand. The deck is hitting him in the face. He's gonna him and haw here. This is actually a point where Higgins could consider a couple of things. I prefer jam, but he could flat or min click to try to induce.
Yeah,
But
try to eliminate a player, but the blinds are so large. Every chip is valuable, so I don't hate the shove.
he did have a big enough stack where there was some thought to it, but I think he got away. Some of the other players are probably going to be thinking, why aren't we just flatting to try to get Henry out? And I think that Higgins' hand is a little too big, and the pay jump right now is not.
Ooh,
Oh
how about
my
this one here?
goodness.
Mitch waking up with pocket kings in the big blind. He's going to agree to that all in for Higgins. So we're going to be three hands,
Wow.
2 all ins.
Henry.
Mitch and Henry, the one it was. So Henry got max value.
Yeah, if he could spike a couple of diamonds here, a 3, Nobody else has his diamonds. Mike does have one of Mitch's suits covered, which is good for him.
Yeah, but if you got the pocket kings of Mitch, you love the fact that both Henry and Mike have an ace.
Mike's still going to have 300K even if he doesn't win this pot. So, but it is 40% of his chips.
Marco,
That's a diamond, I think.
yeah, Marco to a flop, queen jack.
Oh
10.
my!
Huge flop
Mitch.
for the ace king and the redraw for Henry.
Wow.
Poor Mitch.
He's runner to go out, or he could chop with an ace, which there's 2 currently available. Let's see if Henry can get himself a little diamond here. My plan when I have this hand is to always hit a diamond on the turn.
That would be the best play, and there you
So,
go.
Henry plays it just like me.
Henry knows how to play it. Yeah.
Yeah, and he sets up for nut low too. If he can get one more on the river.
So Mitch here is going to be the
Wow.
one eliminated.
No, he could still chop with an ace.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
That does not happen though.
Spoilers.
So Mitch way ahead pre-flop, and what a flop for Henry and
Wow.
Mike. Mike flopping the Broadway, and Henry with the redraw. So not much pain there to
Mike won
to
chips
Mike.
in that hand.
Oh well, yeah. I mean
He
he went
netted
from
100K.
500,000 to 100K just because Henry had
Yeah.
actual breadcrumbs left.
No, they were stale and rotten. They weren't even good breadcrumbs, to be honest.
So have a look here one more time at the blinds. Hugo, Henry, Chong, Craig, they're all looking to do a little something here. That it's going to get a little bit easier as we narrow down the field, but right now half the field under
But-
10 bigs.
Congratulations to Mitch for that payout. That's $700 for him.
Yep, and it doesn't show it here, but the next place out is going to be 800, so $700 for Mitch's efforts. Good run in this 4-flighted tournament on a $120 entry. Hugo found him a hand,
With
ace
two
9
bigs.
suited.
What a beautiful hand to pick up under the gun.
Oh yeah,
He likes that. Thor spinning his hammer. You know, Alan has told me that hammer is impossible to pick up, but I'm not. He seems to not let people try. So it's kind of a take his word sort of thing.
yeah.
but
Keep the mystery there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
he might be stronger than he looks.
It's only 2 bigs, but nothing going for anyone right now. I'd be curious to see if the big blind of Hopper is going to have anything.
It's gonna be hard to get past Hopper for
he's
one big.
He's going to have to call no matter what, and that's what's going to happen. So
These are good cards to call with.
you probably live.
Honestly, this is one of the lower percentages he could be against a hand. If he had an overpair, obviously it's not great, but suited low cards, you're almost certainly not sharing any cards with him.
Right.
So any 5, any 6, you become a monster favorite.
Well, 10, 5, 9. Brad is going to flop bottom pair here to take. No, I'm sorry. He's got the 9.
No,
So Hugo flopped the 9. So
Hugo.
and he's got the redraw to the hearts now. I think it's dead.
Let's see if he plays it as well as Henry does and hits the flush here. No, he does.
He did.
Oh,
Yeah, he
wow.
went ahead and put the extra dagger there. Why not?
Yeah, that was good. Really take care of him. Smart job, Fuego, to get that through. Henry and Fuego both showing the when you get it all in with a flush or a suited ace, you do want to hit the flush as much as you can.
It seems to be the optimal play so far. So we've had some quick play here, but we'll take a look at the chip stacks again to kind of get a feel for this field. There are just a hair over 4 million chips in play here. Blinds are 25 and 50,000. We're going to need to lose 3 or 4 more players before we really get into any sort of playable stacks.
And with the pay jumps being $100 for the next 3 jumps, I believe. I think 5th place gets $1,200, but then it's 8, 9, 10, 12.
Then 12,
So
yeah.
these next 4 or so payouts are fairly flat until you get to that 4th and 3rd place money jump where it starts to be 500 or 5 buy-ins each. Henry, that's a borderline one. I think he can let it go there. I would say that one thing he could think about jamming there is that Fuego is the other short stack.
Right.
So
Put some
him
pressure
putting
on him.
pressure on him is good. He does have to get past a bunch of people that are not big folders. Craig probably has the lowest VPIP of his entire life thus far in this final table, as I do believe he's
He's a
he
different
played
man.
Yeah, it's tournament Craig, so you got to watch out. Brad putting on the pressure as he knows how.
Yeah, he has just enough there. He can do it for a little while. Like I said, he's got like 15 bigs, but that's obviously the monster stack at this
Oh.
table.
and he
And-
gets the fold of the better hand.
Yeah, Hugo just got those chips and wanted to hang on to them. He got himself a free orbit by getting that
Good
under the gun
play by
jam
Brad.
through.
You know, that is something that you learn playing a lot of tournaments, is that as the big stack, you can pretty much raise almost every. Oh, you see the little slide look to the camera just
Yeah,
then?
what was that
He
about?
knows what's what. This is a professional at a final table, and he just caved the camera. The old, you guys see that? Almost like he knew that Fuego folded a good hand. And Fuego's kind of in a rough position because with him and Henry both, you know, short stack there and some other lower stacks, Chong
It's a ladder.
255.
I mean, it is a
Greg
ladder,
at 365.
$100, and he knows Henry's coming up into the blinds as well. I don't
Well-
hate the fold.
He could ladder multiple times in one orbit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not like he's devastatingly below everyone else. So I don't hate his fold. I think that's a real close hand. I think if it's suited, you probably call. I think if it's King Jack, you probably call. But yeah. Ooh, Martine with the flat tire.
and he's not choosing to put that chip stack to work just yet.
That is a card read error.
That's a card reader error.
Yep.
They did that the other night whenever the dealer pitches it too close to the 1 or the 10 seat. So
I was startled like a ghost jumped out of me when I saw those jacks fold. Like I literally jumped.
yeah.
Thank God there's no
So
cam on us right now.
It's a combination of cards. Now, last time this happened,
Oh,
yeah, Hugo may have the pocket jacks depending on how the cards were tossed.
so what do you do as Alan here?
Alan got 460,000, looking for the quarter of his stack with literally nothing. Backdoor spades, runner straight. He may be just Hollywooding here, or he could have a. Yeah, so the
I
cards
think it's a
could have
good
been
fold.
overall wrong there. Not real sure.
I think Jack 3 makes a lot of sense for him. I would say that as Alan in that spot, if the flop is King 7-4, and
Maybe.
he's- you know, then he's got 2 overs. It might be a call. Oh, a little Hopper family reunion.
Yeah, Whitney in the box. I thought she was banned from dealing live stream because her arms were too short.
No, the National Federation of Dinosaurs reached out to us, and her fellow T-Rexes filed a lawsuit that's currently in appeals,
Okay.
and so we're not able to ban her.
Okay.
She's able to keep dealing until that goes through.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Personally, I think she has a good case. It's pretty prejudicial, and
Well, I've been around her. She is short. So
that
it's,
you know, nothing gets past you, Reese. I tell you what, you're. They don't call you a man of observation for nothing. Craig folding the 10-8, love that hand. I could see sometimes Craig jams that hand. That's he's been rather quiet for him. Alan and Fuego and Henry are in a tough spot.
and that's usually what happens in these final table when you're in the money or getting close to money. It really freezes up players because they're waiting for the people to go out to ladder up, and they definitely get a little more choosy with their hands. Henry got a walk on something
But-
he would have put in there.
See, 2 things there. Champ, better than me. I might have jammed that. He'd have gotten called by Henry. Henry looked at his hand. If I'm in the big blind and I get a walk, I don't look. It could have been aces, and I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't even want to know.
No,
So,
now
I
he
agree.
knows he just wasted a good hand. So,
We got
Champ.
Julie Hopper in the Facebook chat saying her arms are perfect.
yes.
I don't think we can say anything about it. That they can't. That's yes, ma'am. That's about all we got. But Julie's mother, Whitney's mother in the chat, watching not only her daughter deal the final table here, but Mr. Brad, the husband, there in seat 1.
Yeah.
No stranger to final tables here as well.
Well, I will say Julie is correct. They're great arms. Nothing wrong with the arms. I like I said, I'm on her side. I hope they win the lawsuit. Frankly, the fact it's even in appeals is beyond me.
Craig here with another ace. You know he's hating to fold these hands, Banks. He's a man of many card range.
He was dialed in at the final table. When we were on the bubble last night, he was making plays. He put Brad in a spot where if Brad hadn't have had the nuts, he would almost always fold.
Yeah.
And Craig had a redraw too. So it was a great. He was playing phenomenally yesterday, and had a big stack going in. And has today. I know he ran into some unluckiness I saw him get into a hand with somebody where he doubled someone up with his ace king, lost to 5-4 of hearts. So he's been a little bit low, but man, if he gets some chips, okay, Allen's putting together a raise here.
Very methodically there, but
Yeah.
does get it through, raising up to
Henry
120.
didn't think about that at all.
No, he put that right into the muck. Now it's up to Mike if he wants to combat, and he does not. We got Jacob in the chat saying, good commentary, guys. Jacob Banks, I don't know if you know who that guy is.
I do. He and I both went to the same school for spelling, as you can tell. Neither of us know how to spell commentary. I know it's wrong, but I don't know what it's right. Who do you think has the best chance of second?
Second place.
Second place. Probably, I would say one of these guys. This is one of my favorites. No, I think you have to say the big stacks of Brad and Martine have the best chance of being top two. They're both veteran tournament players as well. I think it's going to be a bit of a if one of them isn't in the top two, I'd say I'll be surprised. But you know, the chip sacks are so short, anything can happen.
Well, Martine does have the most trophies of anyone else given out here at the River League, even though I haven't gotten a lot of trophies out. He does have quite a few. He knows how to close out tournaments. So you're going to, unless just straight cooler situation, you're going to see this 1.1 climb its way up to a top 3, top 4 for sure.
You know, the Jack forehand being called the flat tire. I have a story. When we were discussing a hand one time, I won't say who it was, but somebody who has a share of the River League here, whose name might or might not ring with Dark Mamilton, didn't know why it was called the flat tire. And I had to spell
all
it
the
out
years
for him.
of poker under that man's
Yeah.
belt, he's never heard of the flat tire.
He's not playing it, so he doesn't, you know, he's folding the hand, so it's not like it's a big deal. Oh, here goes Henry.
On the button, going to pick up an orbit here if they don't wake up with anything. Ace, queen, offsuit, 175K. It's still a chunk out of these stacks here of Mike and Craig.
That toothpick has been in his mouth since September the 12th.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's been fasting since then. It's his like relic of
Okay.
remembering not to eat. Yeah.
Was it one of
Well,
those?
not fasting. He's doing the like, what do you call it when you don't eat during the day, but then you eat at night? So it's not really fasting, but they call it fasting.
I know what you're talking about.
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fake fasting.
But is it a cinnamon toothpick? That's the question.
I don't think so. I think he's allergic. He doesn't
Okay,
do the
good.
cinnamon.
Oh, Craig is going to wake up with a combative
Craig.
hand, and it's not going to be good enough. As
with the
Craig.
ton. After Mike got away from deuces as well.
So Craig here going to be pipped with his ace jack by Henry's ace.
Oh, and
queen.
he's got both of his suits. No, he's got the clubs
Yeah,
covered.
swap the. There you hear.
Okay.
Let's hear Henry's reaction here if it holds. Whitney.
Will we hear a got him?
Whitney to
Oh.
a flop. Queen in the window. A huge
Oh,
card.
that's a good last
Yeah,
card for
yeah,
him,
yeah.
for
No
Craig.
easy, no king.
Down with the monarchy, Henry says. Oh no, for Higgins.
That
That's a
would've been it.
painful turn.
And the river. Can Henry stay alive?
He does it.
And we
Oh.
hear the massive applause from the crowd.
A round of applause. And I want Henry to know that he was rooting for that no king, and only everyone else was rooting for a king as final tables go. I had one guy tell me at a final table at the lodge, he said, how did you feel knowing that there were 8 other people rooting against
Literally
you?
rooting against you to get that extra
Friends
ladder
or
up.
not.
Yep. So Henry, short stacked. Now he's found his way up halfway through the field.
7.5x to stack already.
I'm telling you, for those that don't know, flighted to tournaments. So when you have multi days, multi flights, what that means is you can enter in any one of the flights and get in the top 12% to come to the day 2 into the money. But the restart on day 2 is based upon the lowest level achieved. So the fastest time that a flight ends is when a tournament begins on a day 2. And all these tournaments had such great turnouts that they ran really deep. And so that I believe they came like at level 14, which was 5,000 or 10,000, 15,000.
Yeah.
And so everyone was short on chips. But that just means the battles were fierce on every one of those flights to let that clock keep going and going and going. And you're seeing that here still bleed into this final table as the blinds are absolutely crushing compared to stacks.
Yeah. Craig even after that loss though, Craig is in a decent spot here. He just paid the small blind. If he would have gotten a decent hand there, he could have jammed. Martin's going to call wide as a chip lead, so he could have gotten a quick double. But he also now has a full orbit here to make a decision. He can still afford to maybe go through the blinds one more time, although I think Craig will probably be getting it in within this next orbit.
Yeah, and that's a good point about Martine being there on Craig's left. When you have the chip leader directly to your left, it can be difficult sometimes to choose what you want to go in with, just because they can call you with a wider range to try to eliminate somebody.
Yeah, you have to be a bit discretionary, especially somebody who's played.
Yeah.
Oh, Brad.
Okay.
Brad choosing not to play the ace-4.
I'm telling you, the table's handcuffed by these short stacks.
Mm-hmm.
Allen with the hammer spin for luck, not going to work again.
No, he does try it every time, though.
If it's right a little bit, you can keep doing it. Henry, queen at 7 suited into the muck. They're being so nice, pushing the cards way out there for Whitney.
I mean, she could get him from anywhere, but they're just being nice. Although Chong is about to get a little talking to by where his big blind is at.
Yeah. If she has to reach for that, we're going to hear it. Martine just going to call to try to play some post-flop play, and it's not going to work because Chong wakes up with a good enough. Yeah, great there. Just any pressure there. Martine's not just going to call with any kind of real hand. He's going to raise him out of it. So a flat there by Martine, instant jam, no matter what 2 cards I would have. And so Chong getting that free big there from Martine.
And Chong or Martine there does flat with queen 8, which he is the chip leader. Chong was sitting on 6 or so bigs, and queen 8's a favorite against a random hand, but just flatting there paid off versus him. I think he's probably going to mix in some flats and some raises and jams there, but I think his thought is, like you said, with these low chip stacks and how conservative everybody's being, he can assert his chip stack in other ways.
Yeah, just jam with it, because even these smaller stacks, like I said, Chong only having, a $250,000. I mean, that's still a significant chunk of all the rest of the table. So everyone has pretty good fold equity, even in these shorter stacks. Like I said, you're not going to see real poker being played here for at least another 3 or 4 eliminations.
You really, as Martine, would honestly want people to have about 5 more big blinds than they have, because then he could be min raising and make a fold or 2.
Yeah.
But now he knows that if he raises, he pretty much has to call anyone's stack, and if he does that 2 or 3 times, his chip lead's gone.
Definitely going right back down. So,
yeah,
like I said, the whole table is just handcuffed right now by the short stacks. Here he is contemplating a move on the button to try to pick up the blinds here, but
he doesn't have the best table draw, seeing as the button where you see the most raises is up against the only other big stack in Brad.
Yeah, that's a tough one, but he got that one through.
Yeah,
so
see?
Good positional awareness there by Martine. Julie, if you're still in the chat, that could be a great Christmas gift idea for your daughter. Some sort of extender, card grabber, like what would that be?
Well, I don't want to speak for Julie, but I do think that there was a dealing aid, we'll say, that was offered by one of our players, and Whitney, it wasn't her style, I believe was the phrasing.
Okay.
So she wasn't able to use. So she might be able to find one, more fitting to her.
Color maybe.
But I think it was a color thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it was.
Yeah. No. Anything to help out Whitney.
Yeah.
Fantastic deal here at the River League. Not her fault that
no.
She can't reach across 3/4 of the table.
Uh-oh.
Here's the spin once again, and we see that it's still not quite working there for Allen.
No, Henry getting a text update at the table. I don't know what that. Maybe something happened with this boat.
Possibly.
I don't know. It's one of those things where there's only a couple of things that I would expect Henry to ask for updates on: his boat, his family, maybe in dire circumstances.
I mean, maybe if it didn't made Tex not have to come to work tomorrow, that could plan his day differently.
I work with Henry. I don't think he's, as far as I know, his phone doesn't have the work number saved. So Interesting flop
Brad
here
here
by
just
Brad.
going to flat. Yeah, Hugo going to check his options. So we're going to see some post-flop play. Brad here way behind with the 5-deuce offsuit against Hugo's queen-5 offsuit. But how about both of them flopping open-ended?
He used to be way behind,
Yeah,
but not anymore.
he's got the pair with the open-ended. And Hugo,
Uh-oh.
yeah, Hugo's going to feel the need to push
Yeah.
this one here. And it's a tough one for Brad, but I just don't think you can fold. He bet 100 into... He bet 50,000. Hugo's only got 150, so it's 100,000 more for Brad, which is still a significant part of the stack. But you've got a pair and open-ended. Yeah, we see he does make the call there. So we see Hugo, tough shape here, looking to get a chop more than anything.
Yeah, those percentages I don't believe taken into effect the chop,
No,
but that is, I mean, he's got 8 outs to chop, which is roughly about 15, 16% or so.
they were both hoping for the same thing before, and now Brad not wanting that straight to show up. Stay ahead with the deuce, looking to dodge a queen. 9 on the turn, no help. Hugo here needing one of the open-enders to hit or a queen.
And bink. There it
There's
is.
the queen.
I felt it coming.
Yeah, it's just never fails.
It didn't feel like Hugo was ready to leave there. Hugo has been 2 good rivers for Fuego. He's living right. And
Yeah, I've heard many players say it, don't it? You don't want to be ahead at the River League.
no, if you're behind, the worst thing you can do is still lose. But always the phrase "get it in bad and suck out" is generally an accepted creed here. But with that, Hugo almost tied with Brad and chips. He's now 1.5 big blinds behind Brad, just with that one river. Wow. And that's an unfortunate spot for Brad. I wonder if he'll look back on his pre-flop play there as maybe he folds or maybe he does a raise. Queen 5 might not be good enough there.
Henry here with the decision.
If good enough.
He's built it back up. Now he's going to think about it. Pocket 7's under the gun here for Henry.
Oh,
Lets it go. He's playing the ladder. Playing the ladder, Banks.
yep. The Henry was telling me the other day that he doesn't play Nitty on stream. He just doesn't get me any cards, so
Well,
I see nothing of different
that's
there.
not going to hold anymore. Craig getting the last of his 165,000 in with Ace Queen offsuit.
And it's one of the great things about poker is you saw earlier Craig had Ace Queen when Mike Higgins jammed and he folded almost the same suits. And here he's the one being aggressive with it.
Yeah.
It just shows you that if you're the first one to put money in the pot, people will play so much different. And it sounds so simple, but
But it's absolutely true, though. There's
Yeah.
so many hands that it's easy. They always say it's easier to bet it than it is to call with it.
and that's our first got him of the stream, which
missed it.
I reached out to Craig and asked him about this as it's a patented phrase. How many E's and M's do you think are in the word got him?
I don't know, but I'm getting the file soundbite, and I'm going to put a few of them just in the file name for posterity.
Well, if you look it up in Webster, it's 3 E's and 4 M's in got him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
I could see Craig having a hand in that as well.
spelled like it sounds. A patented champ phrase there. But hey, so far Craig's discipline has paid off. He got unlucky with the ace jack, ace queen hand. He made that fold to Mike correctly where he would have been in a flip, and he's still surviving. 240.
I'm going to tell a story I probably shouldn't, but I had a player sort of teasing Craig. Craig had a massive stack, I believe, in flight B or C, and the other player said, "How much you want to bet he doesn't even make it to the top 12%?"
Oh,
And
the underestimate.
because he's known for just being a wild and any 2-card player, right? But what I told that player, and he may or may not be sitting right here to his left, I said, Craig will bag when Craig decides to.
Yeah.
He plays at tournaments in lots of places, and when he decides to play real poker, good luck, because he can turn that gear. That man goes from having fun to playing for real.
You can
And
see it,
that's
too.
what you're seeing it here. You're absolutely seeing it here.
He put somebody to a test at a table I was at when he rivered a flush, and it was like one of those things where he either had the flush or a full bluff, and he made him make a choice for all their chips, and it was well played. And I saw him do it in 2 scenarios, one where he had the flush and one where he didn't.
Yep.
It's
And
just
that's what makes it difficult.
he's got
to play
that
against
range.
him. He definitely has been playing poker a long time. Anybody follow us on Facebook has seen his photos quite a bit. Some of the cash game streams. Grace on Facebook always commenting, "Way to go, champ!" She's always cheering him on. But the man knows how to shift gears and play for real when he wants to.
The howl that happens when his granddaughter calls is there is a rule that you're not supposed to be on the phone at the table, but I think if anyone tried to implement that when he was talking to his granddaughter, they would get banned. So it's actually a reverse.
It is true. My dad, who barely missed out on this final table, he played poker, and he said Craig's the only one that can talk on the phone on speakerphone to his granddaughter, and nobody cares.
I did hear, unfortunately, where because of your dad's bust out, you are grounded for a week.
Well,
So, unlucky.
yeah, I've avoided him since he busted. I'm hoping to catch less of the blame.
Christmas is coming around, so you don't really.
Well, true. I mean, he's got
Oh,
he's got a birthday on Tuesday. Mine's on Saturday.
what instinct
So-
by Brad there.
Yeah, that's a big fold from Brad.
He could have definitely been good to min click there. And Allen has a little bit of a decision here with jacks as to how much to raise. With 435,
Yeah, pocket jacks on the button. It's going to look like a move to Mike and Henry here. So his hand's going to definitely be underrepresented now. He might get a little bit back given who it is, but Henry here is going to be have a tough decision. Bank.
this is why you min click. Because honestly, the min click here looks more like a steal. Henry could jam over the
And
top,
that's
which he
exactly
does.
what's going to happen.
And now he's going to
Oh, and look at
wow.
Mike having a decision as well.
Some Whitney bringing the fire,
That's right.
almost dragon like. Do they have we won't talk about
well,
the
yeah,
Mana
no,
dragons
yeah.
currently. Mike here with a tough decision.
I think you have to fold here, don't you, Max? Because Henry's going to get called. He's already Allen's already put in half the call, so he's going to have to put in the rest of it.
Here's the counter argument, which is that Allen min clicks. This could be a steal. He could have nothing. Henry is the good enough player that can see that and take advantage and jam.
Yeah, in a vacuum, I
less than
think you're
stellar
right,
hand.
but it is still Allen. That's the only reason I think I could get away from it. In a vacuum, you're absolutely correct that it looked a squeeze play could be optimal here. But the decision is still his to make. Counting out his chips, you see he's got 475, and the raise is 325. So he'd have about 150,000 left, which is going to be like three bigs, but as is the rest of the table. So it's tough. It's tough here. Like I said, two different scenarios. I think if it wasn't Allen, would have already seen the chips been squeezed as well. But yeah,
He
he
is
does let it go.
studying Allen and him, and Allen is going to not snap call.
Well,
okay, there it is.
It's no. He's still thinking about it. It is Allen, and he's very methodical in everything that he does when he plays here at the River League.
Does like to take his time studying Henry. He knows. Good thing for Allen though is that the amount of time that Mike just took to fold there. If I'm Allen, I'm thinking there's a good chance. There's a good chance that Mike folded a big card like an ace
Yeah, and
king
you
or something.
take that into account for sure. When you got pocket jacks, that Mike thought that long,
Yeah.
and ace king, ace queen could be within that range.
Now, obviously, it could have been a lower pair too, but like it was. But you have to think that some of the time he had at least good hands, so you know he didn't muck deuce three instantly.
Right.
So he can take that into account. I think that given the fact that he still would have 90K or 1.5-ish big, 1 1/4 or 1 3/4 bigs, I think he's gonna have to make this call. I think when you min click there, you have to be ready to put it in, but he is thinking about the pay jumps, thinking about the fact that even if he folded here, he would still have more than Craig, just as much as Chong, and he's just past the blinds. But we'll see what he does.
And Allen, out of this whole table here, probably has the least tournament experience. He's a working man, has a shop here next door to the river, travels a lot, doesn't get to play a whole lot of poker. And so some of the nuances of, like we were talking about, how much he's put in versus how much he has left to call and things like that, might not be going in. It could just be on a pure feel, just a raw feel of the game. And he's really thinking about that ladder and getting here and playing for as many days. and really nervous about wanting to get into the pocket jacks because let's face it, they're snake bite cards for a lot of people.
Now, Reese, as someone who might be, say, a master of the knit arts, what do you do here? Do you make that fold?
Well, no, you can't make that fold. But you know what? Him making that fold, all that means is he still has, plenty of chips to continue on and make more
Henry
money.
Gets away with one. That is a great play by Henry. I have to say, to Alan's credit, he still has chips. An ace could have come, and he knows that if he folds, he could find some better spots. I think that the min click there gives him that range, and he got a little, maybe he saw something in Henry that he thought Henry was really strong. I've seen Henry do that with a lot of big pairs too. He doesn't just jam nothing. Not an over jam. He open jams sometimes with things to go, but that's about it. And we will say after that, our knit master is going to be leaving us, and after only 6 days of work. Mark, have you figured out how to turn the audio on your headset yet?
I think so. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Oh,
we can. That's
man.
great.
Let me know in the stream because I don't have the voice for radio that Reese does. So if you're watching, please let me know if I need to adjust the volume on the stream here.
They should come up with something that, like, on the OBS where there was like some sort of line that if it stayed green and looked exactly like that line that's moving up and down right now, you would know that you could hear. Because if they did, then you wouldn't have to ask the stream. But
Well, to tell you the truth, the last
Till
time,
that technology gets here.
I was here, that was going horizontal instead of vertical.
oh,
So something has already changed.
Wow,
But
they
you know what? We're
changed
gonna work our way
Okay.
through it. I've got you here. Aren't you in like tech support or something?
no, I work in IT, but not during the weekends.
I thought you like helped out India when they were in trouble or something.
Correct. Yeah, we do have an office in New Delhi.
Yes.
I work with a lot of people. Henry works there during the week and flies back and forth. He commutes.
It commutes. Yes.
He does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, at least he flies. That'd be more efficient than boating.
It is. Some people might think he's Hispanic, but his last name is actually Pastu. So
Right.
he is from
Makes
India.
sense.
So that's
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So what have I missed?
great. Reese was making fun of Whitney for not having long enough arms, and me and Julie stood fast with her to say that she has plenty of long arms for the live stream. And
You've already addressed the pterodactylism. Is that
yeah,
what it is?
we did. Yeah,
Pterodactyl
we were
arm?
talking about the law. Can you talk about the lawsuit? I know you're involved. Um, we did talk a little bit about poker here, and
Oh, Brad waking up with it.
yeah, I don't know if you know this. Sometimes when people commented, they do talk about the cards. So
Oh, well, that's definitely not me and the executioner. We,
No,
we
no.
completely go off the rails.
Poker's
We drop knowledge. We drop bombs.
you dropped something. And Brad here with the Ace King, raising up to 3x, a big raise at this stage. Sometimes I will say that it does. That's his first raise, and he makes it 3x. He's not getting calls by any hands that aren't serious, which is kind of what he wants to do against the big stack. Because Martine right here with King 10, he could be, if he min clicks, he could call. I don't think he's going to call a 2x pot or a 2x or excuse me 3x big blind raise. And he does get it through. That's a great play by Brad, knowing who's in the big blind.
Let me make sure I got that right. You thought that Brad was going to fold to a raise if one was put in that pot?
No,
Oh, okay. I thought I was like, because there's
yeah,
no world and no amount of chips where Brad
Correct.
folding.
No, what I
king.
meant to say, what I'm saying is that Brad made it 3x versus a min click
Mhm.
because Martine is in the big blind.
Oh, and he
Martine
might-
is
yeah,
like,
of course.
likely to call a min. So he made the 3x so that Martine can't get in there with nothing. And obviously, his hand is good enough. Anyone else is just going to jam. They're going to get in anyway.
Like it.
Yeah,
It's
so-
advanced bombs there.
It's something. Brad's done a couple of things here that really showcase how he has played a lot of tournaments. You can tell that he's got some veteran moves. He had one against Fuego where he jammed with Jack 3. He's done some things that you don't get unless you've sat at final tables and really thought about that.
Did you see that they could hear me in chat?
Did I see that they could hear you in chat?
Yeah, it says I can hear you, Martin. Now just cut off Banks.
Oh, is that what Coop said?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was banned for 2 weeks. We should probably bring that back after what he said before. A little throwback. Henry folding the king 9, even with a bunch of chips. He might have to jiggle the handle here to get
Greg
things
with the power.
Oh, champ. Oh, a got him is incoming. He gets it up. Martine. Ooh, this is kind of close for Martine. I could see him folding. Craig hasn't folded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! I hope the executioner is
he
not
runs
watching.
into the nuts.
He ran into it.
Unlucky.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, 7-4 suited.
My gosh, absolute monster.
What's wrong with these percentages on these graph? Oh my god, card reader?
You know,
It said 50-50, but I'm just assuming the quack.
oh, he shows. Martine's gonna be like, "Are you kidding me?"
He shows and drops the got him bomb.
Got him. The patented. Got him.
I was talking to Reese about it earlier. 3 E's and 4 M's and got him.
Yeah,
That's what
I would believe
that's
that.
what Champ said.
Totally.
Speaking of which, we do need to get his name changed from Craig to Champ because that is his preferred moniker.
Well, these action trackers, it's just
It's
you get
probably
what you
somewhere
get.
complicated, like settings and names.
Yeah.
So who knows if we'll be able
Yeah.
to find it.
I think
But,
Champ was the same amount of letters as Craig L.
well, minus the L.
Oh yeah, that's right. Math be mathin'.
Yeah, we're great. It's going well. Yeah, Coop, you were banned. It's okay. You don't got to remember much.
Is that a misdeal?
It was a card reader error, so they did have to misdeal there. Nothing that Whitney did wrong.
Dang, I was hoping to catch something.
No, nothing to see here. Don't replay it. You should have seen it earlier. Brad got this bluff through with Jack 3 of diamonds, and he gave what I can only describe as a Jim from The Office knowing look at the camera. He looked straight up at the camera, and he didn't wink, but I know he was thinking,
He
you
was
guys
thinking?
see that?
Oh yeah.
And he got Fuego to fold Queen Jack off. It was perfect. I mean, I hope when we get around to highlighting things, I think that's got to be one of them there.
Fuego.
Fuego. Yes. Portuguese for fire.
Why do I always get hands like that under the gun?
That's a bit. Why is that bad?
I just like to have them on the button.
Why?
I don't know, just me.
Give me under the gun ace queen and give me like 10 jack on the button because I'll raise with both of them.
Oh, Well,
Yeah.
any two cards you're definitely willing to raise.
Why waste a solid ace queen?
Alan
Alan?
just doesn't even think about it.
No. It's an under the gun raise. Like you said, he's not going to open light.
Yeah.
And he goes with a little over min. I like the sizing. Brad calls a lot with the min click. He does leave himself 200K behind. He could potentially find a fold if it goes like jam. Higgins, who made that fold with 8s earlier. I wonder if it's gotten around to the table what everyone had.
I think some of them have been sneaking a peek out here at the stream, which we have the stream going on out here, and there's 2 cash
Oh.
games. Did you know that?
There's 2 cash games.
We have a 1-3 and a Big O going right now.
We had not spoken about that. That is awesome. That is good to know. That means that the wheel right now, if you're spinning it, you're going to get anything for a full house or better.
That's correct.
Yeah. Big O, you got to flop it, but in Hold'em, full house or better, and quads, we'll probably be hearing some spins here in a little bit with 2 tables. I know they were actually. I do remember that they were almost full on both tables when we got here.
They are full. There's actually people waiting.
Well, good news. Maybe
But
can
if
even
we get
the
enough
third game.
waiting, that's a third table.
That is true. I saw Reese go out there. He might be sitting down to play. Almost.
To fold. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's not how Reese goes. Chong
Chong.
with the call with 8-7. I did not see that call coming.
Me either. And he was tanking. I thought he was just getting a little TV time. No.
That is interesting. Chong has been fairly quiet here. He did a good rejam earlier with King 10 off of her.
Why? He's left himself with 80K.
Whitney, reverse grounds Brad. Tell him to hurry up.
Mm.
Martine folded 5s there. That's an interesting one. I wonder if
The ladder.
Reed's hand that he folded to Craig is kind of weighing on him. I do think everyone is assuming Hugo is very strong under the gun. But think about that raise he just made with ace queen. He got 6s and 5s to fold. Hands he's flipping with, and he got a call out of 8-7. I mean, this is going great for Fuego so far. Let's see how this plays out. It looks like Chong has about 1 bet behind, and Fuego has about 4x what he has. Looks like there's a floor issue. Can we?
I would suspect that Chong is going to put it in with
Yeah.
whatever flops.
I don't know. This is an interesting
think so?
play out of Chong.
Well,
Could just fold. I think they're discussing about the stream here, so we'll see what they do rule. But I do think that Chong here with the 8-7 offsuit is probably looking to see if he hits a pair, and if he does, jam, or some sort of favorable straight draw, something like that. I think he thought Brad was going to call and it was going to go multi-way, in which case 8-7 does play pretty well. All diamonds, and
nobody
one
has
one.
a diamond.
That's an interesting board. Chong double checking.
What is
Both
Chong
of those
gonna
are
do?
black, and he mucks it. After it goes check, jam, fold. The action tracker didn't quite check up there, and I just
Wow.
heard the wheel spin,
I did too.
and I believe it was Ton.
I believe you're right.
It was probably not the big prize because I didn't hear goal. His
Yeah, standard.
his
Exactly
standard.
right.
Yeah, his sons are all into soccer. Terry, Tony, and is Timothy? What's the third one? Taniqua? I can't remember the third one's name. But they're all real big soccer fans. We talk about going to the World Cup. I know that that's coming up here soon.
The World Cup, is that kind of like what they do in Harry Potter where they fly around?
Yeah, they actually based the World Cup off of the Quidditch World Cup from Harry Potter.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they started
They got
it.
little tents and things set up that you walk into and it's like a mansion or something.
Yes, the tents do have enchantments on them, so they're larger on the inside than the outside.
That is incredible. We should go. Where is the World Cup?
It's funnily enough, I know you already know this, but I'll explain to some of the viewers that don't. It's the World Cup's being hosted by Canada, USA, and Mexico. USA is the country we live in,
Okay.
and it's going to be there's going to be games in Dallas and Houston. And in Dallas, there's going to be Croatia versus England, which seems like a really cool game. Go there, get on the England whites, cheer them on, or the old motherland. Oh my gosh, Mike with the suited nuts.
Folded it.
I think there's a card reader on one of those sevens because I've noticed people have been folding that hand.
You know, they obviously didn't listen to the stream where Michael educated everybody on that.
Yeah, well, they only listened to the first 30 minutes. And Chong is all in here with ace-7 suited. Brad with the decision. It's one.
Brad's not folding.
He's not going to fold. Good call. Now, Fuego should probably check here. Oh, Chong, we must be a bit off on the chip cats. Chong is all in for less than a big, or exactly a big blind, it looks like. Oh, no, he just called.
He just
I'm
called.
sorry.
Look at Brad.
Whoa, what a flop for Brad. He has no pair and is a favorite.
Well,
Chong with the check. Do you think Chong can ever fold here? I mean, I know you could, but some of us lesser beings. Oh,
look at Brad here. 84%. Just has the world.
Brad goes with the bet here. I'm interested. I was interested. I think Brad can play that one of two ways. He can bet or he can check and hope that Chong jams. But he's just going to check, take it down. Great pot for Brad. Chong is now, he is on life support. The alarm is clacking. The nurses are running to him. It's,
He's going to have to go on a heater.
yeah. This Brad Pitt lookalike last night was in the same situation on the bubble with 4K chips. We'll see if he fares better than that guy did last evening.
You know, Mitch, that won the River League tournament.
He wears
River-
his name tag, so I know who Mitch is. Yeah.
Yeah, he got down to like 6K at one point.
Today?
No. This was on that Sunday league.
Oh,
And
yes.
ended up all the way.
Get down. It's possible. You can run it back up. Mike with another
Premium. He's just
Well,
getting
what's
slapped
the
in the
best?
face with the deck.
Craig actually just declared double down before realizing it wasn't a blackjack table.
Oh, too bad that's not King 4. Martine's in there.
That's the third time Martin has gotten jack 4. I shouted out a story about that earlier. You'll have to rewatch later. Why you go with the call here with 10 deuce, playing it passive? Thor with the jack 9. I could see Alan checking this. If he wants to get spicy, he could jam sometimes. He's going to see a flop. Let's see if we got a spicy one here.
What are you hoping for on the flop?
10-8.
Oh,
10,
you like Max Payne, don't you?
10-8-4 with 2 spades. Okay,
How about an ace 5?
close.
Yep.
That's why the prediction markets are rough. Interesting check by Hugo here. I do like it. Alan probably knows he's looking good.
Bet
Oh,
Fuego bets here. Nope.
No, he's going to check it down. The 5 does play better for Allen's range, so he's the one with more boats. Fuego, neither of them has pocket pairs.
Oh,
Whoa.
well.
Now, Fuego, does he take a stab here? Because that is technically better for his range. He is going to smartly check. Will Allen go for some value or just get to showdown? He's probably never getting called by anything worse unless he does jam in the quick fold. Well played by both. I think Fuego, realizing the 5 does hit Allen's range, and he could easily be checking back a 5 there, just waiting with that check on the turn. I think if that card was 10, queen, king, I think he does make a bet there on the turn. Obviously, if it's 10, but the 5 is unfortunately better for Allen.
Yeah.
So here we are looking at the chip stacks again. Martin's still hanging at 1.1. He's playing very snug. We've seen him fold 2 pocket pairs to raises. He's not trying to do anything dastardly. He's just trying to chip up when he can. He's gotten some good steals in to get some blinds. Everyone a little, aside from Chong, is in a pretty healthy spot as far as chip stacks are concerned. Craig with the second lowest, it looks like at 330. Looks down at the almost one.
Well, they're at that stage where any double up can hurt Martin. You know, if he doubles up any one of those stacks, it's a different game.
Yeah, if he doubles up Allen's 400K, he's down to 700. Allen's up to 700. He's now three chip leaders at about 700K. So makes sense. Fuego on the button here with the King 10. Also playing, they're playing very close to the vest here. They want to ladder up. If they can get 4 or 5 positions, they significantly increase their equity here. Oh, Henry decides to take a look. Now, we talked about this earlier. If it's folded to you and you get a walk, do you look or no?
Yeah. You don't, but I do.
No, I don't want to know. As far as I know, it was 3 deuce.
Right.
Worst case scenario, I look and I had aces. What good comes out of looking? That's what I think.
You know, you're probably right.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a general good rule of thumb.
I'm still looking.
Okay, that's fine. You know, can't all be perfect. Craig under the gun here. Look at what is his min rate? If you're Craig, what's your jam range look like?
Well, normal Craig, or you mean in this tournament at this moment in time?
The tournament at this moment of time. Chong,
Normally, that right there is a raising hand for Craig.
that is at least a flat.
No, it's a
jam
raising
there.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad looking at the ace 5, the solver hand here. I hope the stream isn't picking up all my sleeper notifications of me beating the tar off of Bryce in fantasy football, one of our other commentators here. But if they are, please let me know. I don't want to disturb anyone. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to get like the number for a shelter or something. I'm beating him pretty bad.
Are you?
Yeah, he's
Well,
yeah.
I'm in the losers bracket.
Call a friend. Yeah,
So-
obviously. Have you picked out what picture on the wall you're going to have?
I told you I'm going to get a glamour. Oh, look.
Oh, love these spots. Some of the better commentators like Slick Rick from the Lodge like to say, this really tells you who can play. How do you play the hand when you have the same thing? I think Higgins,
Well, it's always also the first aggressor.
yeah.
Ace 5 is one you want to be aggressive with.
That's a fun spot for Mike because Mike there is good enough. He could do all 3 things.
Yes.
He could fold like he did. He could flat. He could jam. And I think all of them have merits. Versus Brad, it's kind of a disaster if you jam and get called. So I like that the least. I think flat puts him in a weird spot where now it's an inflated pot and he's out of position with ace 5 offsuit. So I think fold there, despite having an ace in the big blind, I would rather play something like 10-9 suited, Jack 10 suited, Queen 10. I'd rather play something like that at the big blind where.
Really, I play with you a lot. I thought most of the time you play blind.
Oh, no.
I mean, that's
So-
what it seems like once I see what you're playing.
Correct.
Usually it looks like, oh, he must not looked.
I play the player, so like when it's somebody who I respect their game, like Brad raising, I'll make more folds. But it's somebody who, doesn't play much or probably can't spell poker, the Hamiltons of the world. Then I would be more inclined to just never ever fold. Alan with the decision here. The K10 lets it go. Doesn't like diamonds. There are
What do you do
girls-
there in the cutoff with the King 10?
I
Suited.
would raise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And then you would wind up with the ace queen behind you.
Then the plan at that point would be to hit a king or a 10.
You know,
a
or
lot.
diamonds. Yeah.
Only 3, though. Very key. You do want to play it like that.
Yeah, that's for
Henry,
sure.
as you saw, I don't know if you saw earlier, he had ace 3 of diamonds, and he did what I like to do when I'm in versus ace king and kings, is I go ahead and hit flush.
Yeah, well, usually you like to get it in bad.
Correct.
You're a firm believer. There's no way to suck out if you're not in behind.
Correct. If you are behind, you can only improve. Craig gonna fold the 9-8. This is a good jam by Mike, because if he flats there, Craig has a great hand to look at a flop, and Mike's aware the ace queen is very ahead. But even against 2 randoms, he's gonna only be 60-40. So you jam there to get Craig to fold all his hands, and if he does call, you're probably not in terrible shape, because Craig could call there with ace 10. He could call with some pocket 3.
See, that's way too much math for me. I just look down. I see a good hand.
Yeah.
Gotta go with it.
Yeah, it is a lot of math.
Yeah.
We're offering a course next year.
I'm more like game theory optional.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Have we?
Oh,
done-
under the gun. Look, I love this from Chong. He has less than a big blind. He just jams. He's next up in the big blind. So no matter what he has, I don't even think he looked, because he shouldn't. He gets money from both the big and the small blind if he wins.
Is that how that works? Really?
Correct.
That's a knowledge bomb there.
That's how you want to play these sort of spots. And we're here to learn.
Yes, I'm learning. Have y'all already asked in the chat who everybody's rooting for, and what was the consensus? Who do we have more fans watching? For?
Coop was chatting in the chat, and I thought he was banned. So
Oh no! I mean, have y'all already done a survey to who's everybody's rooting for?
No, I haven't. We should do that now.
So let me know in the chat who's your horse. Who are you betting on?
There
Let me know anybody out there. Let's see.
Fans of what are we saying? Craig with the fun 10-8 here. We'll also have to talk about what we didn't do, which kind of surprised me. Reese didn't. We haven't talked about some of the upcoming tournaments that we have.
Well, we've got some good ones.
Yeah, when we have a bit of a lull in the action. 10-9 versus ace-5. This is a fun hand. The 10-9 is a hand I'd rather defend against that Brad hand than the ace-5. Let's see how they hold up. You'd love to see a couple spades here if you're Chong. Low card's good. Good turn. Okay, fairly safe board. No real straight possibilities for Martine except run a runner. Okay,
That's a good.
that was the good time. Don't love it as
Martinez 5 outs.
yeah. And that is not one of
Not
them.
one of them.
Ace Jack is going to hold there.
See, that's that math you're talking about. He actually got money off the small and the big. See how that works?
That was smart of him. I would say that, and now he can cover the whole big blind, and he's all in,
And be all in again.
which he would have been if he folded.
That's right.
So now he can just go in more.
You know what I like to have when I'm all in pre-flop? I mean, before I even get my
7-4.
cards. No, aces.
Aces.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good answer. Okay, let's see. We got
We got Brad. We got Craig.
Coop. Brad is not spelled with 10 D's. It's only one. It's on the. You can see it at the top. Craig, aka Champ, is his other rooting, and Sheena is rooting for Brad. Going forward, Brad. Interesting. Who were you before? Oh, Sheena is her and Tony are friends. So
Ah.
yeah. Uh-oh. Hugo, did he raise or call?
It's on him. What do you mean?
I thought he said something. He does just call. Okay.
Let's see what Thor's hammer. Oh, so far I haven't been too impressed with the hammer. How about you?
He guesses Henry. He guesses Henry.
Oh,
That's how I feel about Henry as well. It's like, okay, yeah. Well, if I have to. I think honestly, some people are under repping Mike Higgins.
hey,
doesn't play a lot, but-
That's who I've got in the pool. Higgins.
Oh, well, good for you. That's a good horse. Personally, I take Champ here just because he's the most fun to root for out of everybody. If we were betting money, though, I mean, you can't the big stack and it's Martine.
Which hand you like there?
The favorite. I think that out of all the hands, Martine's is the easiest to play. But I don't like Hugo's. He's in kind of a weird spot. Let's look at this. He plopped middle pair. Martine's got a big chip stack. He's got backdoor spades. He's gonna jam into the side pot here. Wow. That's a see. There's some theories that you don't want to
Don't
do that to try to
the
eliminate
ladder.
somebody.
Yeah.
But luckily, Chong has a hand that it didn't really matter what
So-
Martine was going to do.
3 jacks in the deck.
Yep, runner 8s, runner 9s, or 3 jacks here. There's one of
Oh.
them. We did locate the first. Now he's just got to avoid.
An ace or a 9.
Yeah, and ironically here, if an 8 would have hit, Martine would have taken some of the pot. It does.
Does hit.
Oh, Martine is not going to like that. If
Oh, yeah.
if he takes it down, then Hugo's half stack. He would have chopped. So Fuego gave Chong a little ammunition there. But that's why sometimes, since he didn't get anything from betting into the side pot in a tournament, that's occasionally why you will check it down. But both plays are considered. I think I don't hate Fuego's play there. It did only end in the chop, so it wasn't that.
So you don't think it's taboo there, huh?
I don't think it's taboo. I think it's stylistically. Some people will do it.
Stylistically.
Yeah.
Man.
If there was a bigger pay jump, I think it would be a lot more taboo than it is. But we're going up 100 for the next couple, so it's kind of one buy-in per is a little bit less of a sting if you miss it. We'll see if we can't pull up those pay jumps here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the wizard on here. Payouts?
That'd be my guess. Look at you.
Man, the whiz.
Yeah. Are you an IT?
I could have been, but
Could have been.
I needed something more challenging.
Couldn't spell it. All right, let's see. What are we looking at for VPIPs? I'm kind of interested in that. We haven't pulled that up today. And for people who don't know, VPIP is voluntary put in pot. So if you haven't put in something in, they're very low. Champ has only been in when he had to be. Something we see all the time. And let's get off of this screen real quick. Click that VPIP.
Hit
Hit
yeah,
the
yeah,
thing
yeah,
again.
yeah.
We're learning. Okay. We go. Hugo flats under the gun. Alan, who's currently spinning the wheel, and then Stoneface jams with 9s. Mike in another tough decision versus
How
Alan.
does this keep happening to Mike?
He's honestly played brilliantly so far. The 8s fold was correct. I think even in hindsight, he's jammed well. He's done really good here. That's why he's a threat. But can he sniff this out from Alan? If he knows Alan folded jacks, I think he might let this go. Yeah, I bet he knows, because I think he knows how Alan played that hand and knows that he's not just playing anything. And if we're being honest, does Alan jam 8s? I don't know. Now Brad here. This would be for 50% of his
That
chip.
was Jack 10 suited. He's in. That's his favorite hand.
Brad. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He honestly, Queen Jack suited. It's half a Jack 10 suited. He might be in.
Is that
anyways.
right?
Yep.
It might even be better.
Not to Brad.
Yeah, that's true.
He's sentimental. Thank you, Tommy. Tommy, that's the other. We were trying to remember the Vu sons.
Is that Tommy?
No, I said Terry,
No, you
Tony,
said Taniqua.
and Taniqua. I thought
So
that's
Tommy, you thought was Taniqua?
Yeah, well, it's similar.
You spelled it similar. Yeah.
He looks like a Taniqua. All right.
Does he? Yeah, I got you.
And Alan gets it through. Now, do you think that he lets Mike know what happened?
You mean is he going to show his hand? No.
No. Oh, no. Oh, okay. They were just double checking the chip stacks. I thought Brad might have been still making his decision. No, he does not show, but Higgins might be able to find that out a little later. I think we're pretty far from a break.
Have y'all done the camera view where we show ourselves
Huh? Yeah, at the start.
at the start?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Why did you want some FaceTime?
Well, I just
Okay.
didn't know if there needed to be some eye candy out there.
You trimmed your beard this week.
I went to the groomers, man.
Do you go to the same place that you take your dog?
Oh yeah, I got the full flea
Unleashed?
and tick dip, everything, dude.
Do they give you
came
the
with you,
cool
Carol?
bandana?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I only wear that at night though.
Oh, my dogs wear it for 2-3 weeks at a time. They look pretty good in it. Do you need to know how to turn the camera on?
No, I was continuing with the game.
all right.
But y'all already did it. I didn't want to put y'all to shame.
That's fine. Thank you. We'll do that on break.
Just wondered if everybody saw you dressed up for the stream.
Oh, yeah. No, I did. I wore my Good Bear shirt. They won today. They beat the Browns.
Yeah.
It's the Bear as a Pope, which the Pope is a Bears fan, and just proving it's God's team.
Yeah.
So if you go against the Bears, you're going against God's team.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
It's true. Destiny agrees.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty sure thumbs down is not what you think it means, Banks.
oh,
Neither is the finger in the middle of the hand.
okay. She's a Bills fan. So, Brad has set this up before. He jammed with Jack 3 earlier. Now he's got ace 10 off. So if he gets a jam in here, which I think he will, or at least a raise, given Hugo's stack, I think he might go for just a raise here. Something like 150, 170. Oh, Fuego thought it,
I thought it was a flat.
and he goes to insta check. 180. Yep. Don't think he's getting in there with 5 deuce.
No, the only one I know that would do that would be Banks.
Yeah, well,
He hates folding a big blind.
those are my chips out there. You don't get them back.
Your chitlins?
Sheena is offended. Oh, I'm sorry.
She probably didn't like your Chaniqua comment.
Why? How's that offensive? I just misspelled his name.
I don't have time to explain it to you.
That's okay.
And
Well,
I
Sheena,
don't
I'm
have
sorry
anything to I don't have a chalkboard in here to draw it for you either.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sheena, that Mark offended you. We will have somebody else back here shortly. Here we go. Henry's been fairly quiet since he won that ace jack hand. That was a crazy one. Were you? Oof. We had to make Reese leave after that one. Reese said he would have called, but I mean, we all know.
There's no way.
No, he folded pretty.
Yeah, for sure.
Champ. Oh God, he would love to play. If that was 8-5, Champ might have just.
You know, half these hands that he's having to fold, he's just gritting his teeth.
Yeah, and
You
the
know-
other half, he's thinking, man, I would play this. Ace Queen from Brad, he just instantly pops it up here.
You know, he's had good hands in the cutoff. Now he's had it on the button.
And blinds just went up to 80K. I did not notice that. I think this is the first hand with him, which means we're 30 minutes from our break, I believe. Alan is contemplating here. He's probably going to let this suited king go. Disciplined fold by Alan there. Brad could be getting a little out of character on the button, but
You know, nobody that I've seen has gotten out of line. It's pretty much just straight ladder, straight tournament. I mean, it's
couple.
not been in there.
yeah. Well, Chong called with that 8-7 off. We had Martine raise the button with 9-7 off.
That was interesting on the call with the
Yeah.
8-7.
I think his stack size might have been a little off, and I think he thought he was more committed than he was. But it worked out for him. He got the double, so can't argue with that. But it was a little unstandard. I also think that we've had a couple of other positions, but it has been fairly standard. Champ here with a 7-3, one of his favorite hands.
Oh, if that's a 4,
No.
telling you.
Yeah, he would play it too. He's not no wuss.
Does he? I guess Martine didn't wear his King 4 shirt today.
No, he's not in the spirited mood, I guess.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling it. He won 2 tournaments here with King 4. I guess he just didn't think it was going to be in play today.
Stack 'em, Hopper, says Julie. He tried. They didn't have anything to back it up. Alan.
in the small blind.
Yep. That is Henry's third walk. Good for him for getting exercise. Way to go, Henry.
Man, that looked like a premium to me in the small blind.
I think that's a hand you could definitely flat with sometimes. Maybe in sprinkle in a raise or two.
I mean,
Alan,
it's no 7-4, but I mean,
yeah. Alan Sprinkles, he plays it tight to the vest.
hey, you know what? He's sitting there and you're not, so I'm
That is
going to
true.
give it to him.
No. Reese did find the need to bring up the fact that I didn't make the final day multiple times before we started.
Oh well, I'm glad I could continue the
Yeah.
the enlightenment to the
Yeah,
rest of
he-
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know I came for the acupuncture, but I sure got all the needles. And here is Craig with what looks like a hand that he is going to look into playing. The Tanzu.
He's got 240. Blinds are 80.
I think we're just gonna
It's a
see
jam. Yeah.
Any ace, any jack. Martine, not going to defend
Nothing. Martin hadn't had many hands since I've been in
there.
here.
Chong. Oh, he's got less than Craig, and I don't see him getting away from this.
No.
We'll see. He's been playing fairly snug, but
That's a hand you're not embarrassed if you call off with and lose. You know what I mean?
no. Oh, we have another wheel spin going on.
That's right.
Is it a VU? I don't know. We probably need. He did fold.
Ah, wow.
Wow, that is just how people are playing at this final table. Very snug. The stacks are so short. You can't.
There's
You know.
there's sore throats. Is that what you said?
They're so short.
Show
Yeah,
shorts.
it's
Yeah, spell that for
even-
me, would you?
Short.
Short.
Short. WITNTY.
Words be hard.
What?
Words be hard.
Yeah, words are difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Mike here, contemplating, but letting it go.
Got
him. You love
love
to hear it.
Mm.
As a commentator, thank goodness that this isn't sports because I am biased and I am rooting for Craig. So you will hear cheers and jeers from me when he wins.
Please don't. Tabashi, you're thinking of 7.
Well, I was glad to see you fired some bullets in this because it gives other people a lot of hope. Not because you play good, but because they see what you play and they think, well, hell,
Yeah.
I've got a hell of a chance in this tournament.
Fired
If
some
the
bullets.
field is like this,
Mm.
I am going to get in this thing.
If you want to see Fired Some Bullets, when we do this $15 tournament, we're going to be. So if you have a gun and you put it on automatic, it shoots a lot of bullets at the same time. I'm going to click on the automatic version of the gun firing, and there's going to be a lot of bullets firing. And that
I
one.
would believe that.
Yeah. We're going to.
The good news is you're normally firing a lot of bullets. These will just be a lot of cheap bullets.
Correct. So think about how many we could fire.
Oh, I'm gonna
I-
have them wear probably like a. There may even be like a mobile cart involved because
I just want one next to me. So
Yeah,
that I don't
yeah,
have to go up to
yeah.
the front. Just say rebuy and
True.
grab one off.
true
Yeah.
that.
Yep. I'll take inspiration from how you shoot at deer, where you just throw a bunch of bullets out there, see what happens. Craig gets a walk.
There's been more walks than I would have expected today, but like you said, they're playing it
It's
tight
the
to the
stack
bed.
depth.
Yeah, it
There's-
is.
There's not a lot of incentive to get involved yet. You really have to get a premium. And the people who could be pushing the action are aware that if they give a double up, it's going to cost them.
Hmm.
So like Martine or Brad, somebody who I would kind of expect it, haven't been in great spots for it, and also haven't are in kind of a handcuffy position with all these small stacks. What they really want to have happen is a couple of coolers to go down and them to knock out 3 or 4 people. So here we are going through this. We're only on hand 34 as well. So we've played almost 5 orbits. So premium's getting folded. Ooh, one off the nuts.
Mhm.
The Thor hammer couldn't quite turn it. It's gonna be a muck. I think it's interesting to see how people put their cards down. Henry goes with the 1 chip over the nuts. Mike, the slice
Man,
over
we've
the
seen
7.
3.
A lot of
these-
7s out.
Yeah.
Let's see what Craig does in the big blind versus Martine. This is a fun dynamic. Neither of them are afraid of going bust. Martine getting ready for the walk.
Oh yeah, he's letting him know.
He's not walking now. Yeah.
Craig's like, "What are you doing?"
Huh? I wonder
I
if
got
Martine
two
did that.
Craig
to
says, "I got
induce-
2 cards here. I don't know what you're
He
doing."
did do that
Oh
to
my
induce.
gosh, he did.
Yeah. He wanted Craig to call with that one.
That. Mm.
But I think Craig does flat with that either way. There, it's suited 10. He's not afraid to put it in there and see what happens. They really haven't had a spot where it's been folded to Craig yet. So the first time seeing it, Martine is definitely going to put some pressure on here. Put in a little raise.
He's gonna put in a big raise.
160, 2 bigs on top. If he can do it. Oh, maybe. There it is. Craig,
Craig hates folding.
probably not.
No, I didn't say he was not going to do it. I said he hates doing it.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree with you there. He didn't like to fold it.
Mm.
Martine let him have a glimpse of the ace queen there, it looked like. Oh, Miss Hopper is back.
Pterodactyl.
Ah! I don't know. How's a pterodactyl sound?
You know, contrary to popular belief, I was not around when the dinosaurs were.
Mm.
But
You were before then? I didn't know that. I thought you were. I mean, I didn't know you're that old.
I love it.
Pterodactyl's a fun word.
Can you spell that?
No, I do know it starts with a P, though.
Really?
Yeah.
You're already ahead of me.
PT something or another.
Yeah,
PT a dactyl.
I like it. That's good.
Yeah. Whitney back in the box.
It's also T-Rex arms too, isn't it?
She, what?
Small-
Yeah,
yeah.
she definitely has T-Rex arms. I don't know why he kept saying pterodactyl. That's the flying dinosaur.
Yeah.
The T-Rex is the coalition that's helping her in her lawsuit. Whitney
Oh,
is
gotcha.
actually known
Gotcha.
to bust her relatives
This is true. I busted her mom one time in a tournament with Whitney Dealing.
Yeah, Brad, if you can see, is probably thinking about going and getting a snack. It's like, well, I'll play my big and I'm going to sit out. I don't want to be here for this. But
I noticed Brad doesn't have a frosty snack with him today.
no, he unfortunately they were sold out of IPAs in the surrounding 30-mile radius, so not able to get one. I think.
Oh, Higgins.
Oh, Higgins with the Ton Vu,
Shout out.
the Ace Jack off. He is going to jam it.
Really, the whole kit and caboodle.
Champ gets away from the Ace 5. Good quick fold there by Craig. He knew where he was at. Martine folds. Chong
Kong putting it in.
puts the call in with the king queen. I think this is a callable hand. Nice little flip, almost 60-40 or
What's interesting is that he folded ace queen offsuit earlier to a raise.
different positions. He saw the aggression from Craig that hasn't really happened early, and then he sees a late position jam by Mike Higgins, and he's in the big blind, so he already had
Yeah,
some
I think
friends
that
out
makes
there.
more sense than any of it. Just the fact he already had
Let's see our first hand here.
six out there.
Let's see a little spicy flop. Let's see 2 spades, maybe a high card. See what happens.
Or let's see 7-4-4.
Wow, we don't want to see this generic flop. There's 1 spade in the 2 spades. Oh my, that is a Chong is ahead despite being behind, percentage wise. Oh, it's a clean turn.
How good would 7-4 be here?
It would be ahead, I believe. That's consensus. And the river.
7-4 makes a straight.
Wow. 7-4 the nuts. King, queen, and ace jack.
Chong eliminated. Good tournament,
Good
Chong.
play, Chong.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Good hand.
Down to half a big.
Yeah.
Last
Nothing wrong with going with that. Be proud of yourself. You got a good payday. So let's look at that.
That was an $800 payout for
Wasn't
8.
it?
Uh-huh. I believe next up is 900.
You're right. Look at you go.
Yeah, let's see.
What's this aggression?
The aggression factor is how aggressive you are post flop. So if you call and then you're asked to bet or check, what do? Do you bet? Do you check? So people are low with it because a lot of the times there hasn't been flop hands. Seat 10 hasn't done anything. Must be where you're sitting. Hugo with 7-6 of diamonds on a pretty hand. Would prefer this later in position. Could consider jamming. He got a lot of
another one of
respect
those
last time he jammed.
Wish you had that late position.
Alan with another one that would play better from the cutoff. If you see at the top where it has everyone's names and chip counts, there's little letters next to everyone. If you're not familiar, those are all the positions in poker. Left to right, Brad at BB is the big blind. Hugo, UG is under the gun. The +1 there for Alan is under the gun
plus one. Wow.
Henry under the gun +2, or could be called the low jack. Mike
Which would be next to the
hijack,
hijack.
which is HJ. Champ in the cutoff for CO, and Martine on the big dealer button, the best position to be in. Brad gets a walk in the big blind only. Wins no chips, loses no chips. We'll take it. Brad has climbed back up here. He was down to about 700K, a little lower than that, I think, and he's gotten back up almost 920,000.
Yeah, I mean, he's not
Martine.
far. I mean, with the bond levels they are,
Yeah.
not far from Martine.
No, him and Martine barely have more than 10 big blinds. Another wheel spin
Another
going
wheel
on.
spin going
we
on
must
up
those
there.
2 tables going active. Hopefully they hit something. Oh, just sounded like a snack. Congrats, Mark. I know you root for that all
Reese
the
is
time.
probably out there helping him. Is that another wheel spin?
2 wheel spins? You better get out there and control it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, somebody's getting fired. Probably Bryce. Moving on here, Mike Higgins, King 7 suited. I would love to see Higgins make a little min click here with his
Wishful
stack.
thinking. Now this you're gonna see played.
See, I think if he min clicks there, Craig does not jam, but this leaves the door open for Craig to jam. We got Martine gonna fold the 9-4. Brad letting go of 8 high. See if Fuego's got a contender. Brad with his light hand funeral, looking up to see when does the next dealer get here. Fuego with the Queen 5 relinquishes. And Craig takes it down. See, that's an interesting spot for Higgins. I think it's very close.
Yeah,
for
I agree
him.
with you.
He min clicks, Craig folds, he takes the blinds down.
Mhm.
So it's one of those things that you definitely could make that play. Like, suited king is a great contender because okay, I can min click, and then if anybody raises, I'm folding. You're not worried about. You're not making a hard decision. It's kind of a hand where you can just sort of raise as a bluff.
I think it would definitely be raising as a bluff.
Right. So it puts you in a. You want to give yourself easy decisions in poker as much as possible. So
Is that right?
Mhm.
Man, another knowledge bomb, folks. Write it down.
Yep.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, flow charts are extensive. I know yours is just a straight line to fold or play aces, but the rest of us have a couple of curves.
I'm not gonna lie, aces are my favorite hand.
That's,
But it's, at the end of the day, it's just one pair until you get a third
Making
one.
it hard for me.
Making it difficult for our guy.
I think one of my favorite hands is 8-5. I think that it's interesting
I'm still
play.
going with the fact that you just play blind.
experience. I
Yes.
play 8-5 more than I play aces. I think Martine.
You think he folds? Good call.
I think
Hell of an
Martine is
analysis.
wanting to play that hand, but Hugo is
Brad.
just too short. Brad not scared. Martine with Brad behind him, similar stack sizes.
At
I
what
think he's
point?
feeling a little?
At what point do you stop spinning the hammer if you continue to spin it, and all you look at is garbage?
Well, he's still in the tournament, so I imagine
No,
hammer
I'm not
spin-
saying that.
I don't know. I don't know Thor's practices. If
That's
there's some
true.
sort of luck to it.
True. Well, at least you can pick up the hammer.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Ooh, Brad has one M. I don't know if we can get a definition of M.
$1 million.
Oh, million. That makes sense. Oh, his chip stacks are a slight bit uneven, so it's hard to count. I think he's got 17, 18, 16, 19, and 20. So aesthetically, a little step down method to those chips. Mike Higgins
Mike
with an
Higgins.
undergun hand.
Always these middling hands are always under the gun.
Played well today so far, though.
Yes.
Henry's been pretty quiet. He's gotten a lot of walks in his big. That's helped him out.
Ooh, Mike.
Letting it
He
go.
looked like
I
he
agree
thought
with
about
that.
it.
Craig with a hand you couldn't pry out of his hands in cash.
No.
10-9 of
He
hearts.
couldn't pry the 4-2 suited out of his hand.
No,
in
sir.
cash.
Brad has decided to start loosening up here. And just as Fuego jams, but Fuego 105, Brad's in for 80. I think we're going to see a ho and hum and a call from
Oh, Brad's
and-
never folding.
Henry. Henry with ace deuce is definitely going to come along here. I think for 40K more. I think it's 105 actually, so 205 or 25 more. He does make the call.
Make the call.
Brad can only call or fold, and he does call. It not being a full raise helps Henry call there, so that way he knows Brad
Okay.
doesn't jam.
Is this going to be check all the way, or do you see some side pot action?
I think that they will check it down, barring one of them just having the super nuts.
If it doesn't, it'll be because of this flop.
Ooh, 8 high.
And that's the flop. Well,
Interesting
obviously,
there. Brad is-
Hugo's not going to do any betting.
yeah. The payouts are such that Brad betting here isn't like completely faux pas. And he
Faux pas.
does lead out. His hand's not likely to get better. Unfortunately, he is a little bit behind Fuego here. Let's see if he can get one of the eights or running deuce tray. 7-6 would also be a chop. We could also see some board pairs, but
Hugo in the lead.
yeah, a club would be a fun turn. 6 of clubs or 3 of clubs. 4 of clubs.
4 of clubs.
That is an interesting one. An 8, a club, a queen. Oh,
Oh, wow.
Fuego has been extinguished with that one. Good.
And with
playing.
that, Brad is the new chip leader.
He is Fuego. Unfortunate man, but good run. A little $900 payout.
That is a nice little payout.
I know we are in.
You know, this thing started as a $10,000 guarantee.
Yeah, and we went ahead and doubled it. You're welcome.
A little over. Yeah, I appreciate all your help with
Yeah,
that.
no
Yeah.
problem. I was a part of that prize pool. You know, I could have right now about the time I would have started making money. So we're glad to be here. We're closing in on the fact we're down to 6-handed. I think we're going to start seeing Martine and Brad open up a little bit more now as we're shorter handed. There's less people. People's stacks are deeper. Alan's the only really super short stack here, even though they're all relatively low. Champ under the gun with King 6. Diamonds. He's going to let it go. Live to fight another day. Does Martine choose this one to get a... Nope. Brad with the hand that he could definitely... Is he going to ride the wave here?
I don't know why not.
No. I think
Oh, he
he's
did.
going to go with the call. Okay. Alan spins the hammer. Rocking out over there. I think that this is probably going to be a fold. That poor hammer hasn't gotten to work. Alan has not gotten many cards lately.
What is
Yeah.
Henry going to do?
Henry. I think we see a flat here. Oh, he's playing it snug. Yeah, I can see that as well. If he calls, it does give Mike a lot of incentive to jam. So maybe he does just go with the raise there with a little stronger ace. Ace 7 is one of the worst aces you could have. So I can see the fold there. The fact that Higgins is set up nicely for a jam probably played into his mind there. We might actually see a raise out of Mike here. He does.
Oh,
No, he just decides to check. King, queen suited. I think he might do a raise there, but he's going to play it sneaky. Strength of his hand is nice in disguise. Brad
It
could
is.
left at some flops that are good for
can't
him.
put him on that in the big big blind.
And he can rep a flop like this. Goes with the check.
Brad's going to continue his aggression.
Yeah, this is a good one for him to aggress on because he's got nothing backdoor, so he's not going to feel the need to call a raise. Just put his bet out here, take it down most of the time. It's hard for Mike to continue here without a 3 or a 10, and no, he lets it go. Good play by Brad.
Good play.
Didn't even put that much in pre-flop, and starting to show what you can do with those big stacks.
Mm-hmm.
I
I kind of expected Martine to do this, but
Martine was taking the more conservative. I just want to make sure that I'm in the top 5 or 4 positions. He almost a mentality of I don't need to win. I want to be top 3.
well, I think Martine wants to get a heads up eventually, and he wants to have enough ammunition to play heads up.
He doesn't want to put himself in a spot where he's, you know, working for chips. He wants to just take his millie and just wait till it gets down shorthanded and then start going after it. He did get after it a couple times. He had that 9-7 raise. He's
Yep, that's the last one I've seen him.
had a couple of close calls with some pairs. Under the gun, King 9. Yeah. Having Brad on his left hasn't helped.
Mm-hmm.
Thor with the pre-spin. You know, I'm getting used to his routine. Spin the wheel, look at the cards, bemoan the lack of options,
Yep.
fold, spin the hammer.
Henry just hasn't had anything to play with.
No, he jammed that ace-jack, and he did fold that ace-7, but
He
yeah,
did fold the
he's-
A7. Well, let's see here.
Champ gets the walk,
Walk.
from Higgins. Mike folding the computer hand to Craig.
Oh, me?
Craig takes a little gander, sees that he had one of his favorites,
Well, I'm definitely not chopping that.
Yes.
and it's gonna be.
I was going to chop when we started this.
I think we're at the 40K, 80K level right now,
Guys,
so probably getting pretty close to a break here, I believe. I
Yeah,
think there
not
was
long.
a break after this hand,
Mm-hmm.
and we do have some updated stream technology. I don't mean to spoil everybody, but during the break, I know most of you love staring at that blue screen. We're going to have that on there as well, so don't worry. But in the middle of it, we're going to slap a YouTube video of some old streams here for you to watch.
We're going to try.
Yeah, well, the video will be there. The audio is the part that we have our technical advisors working on. We're going to see if we can get that working for you as well. But we're at least going to get you some videos, something to look at so that you can see what's going on. We'll probably have a little conversation about our upcoming tournaments and promotions.
Oh, champ.
I don't think this one's going in the muck. Martine with his patented, oh, I thought you folded. Craig does not fold. Ooh. Martine lets it go. What aggression by Craig. Got him.
Got him.
Takes it down with the Jack 10 suited. What's interesting is if he goes for a min click there, I think he gets a call from Martine. And even though his hand is easier to play post flop, Craig has picked up on the fact that Martine's been snug. He's folded some hands. He might have heard that he folded some pairs by now if they talked about it. So his jam there is real strong. Looking at these chip checks, Craig actually is in second place now. 560K.
No, he's in third.
Oh, third place.
Yeah,
Thank
see the M? We established that means 1 million
Yeah.
chips.
Martine was only 2 digits, so I thought that wasn't very much.
Yeah.
So he's in third place. Pretty good. Almost a double up ahead of all the other short stacks, too, which is even more important. That was a big pickup for him there. Alan, we're going to go spin, gander, fold, or jam. Spin.
We'll spin outside.
Well, another will spin outside. Ooh, good news for you. Sounded like a snack. Here comes the gander. And there comes the fold. Unlucky. Henry, been moaning his bad
Mike
luck.
picking up another premium.
Whew. Mike is feast or famine. He has
Yeah.
had a great hand or what we call the Hamilton. Craig letting go a 9-5. We might be on
Hamilton we
break.
call the nuts.
No. Martine, is he going to try to play something right here on the break? He's going to at least flat, it looks like. Brad with queen 6 is going to let us. We're going to see a flop here. See old Whitney flop it out. Oh, ace in the window. King 4. Martine didn't raise, so I don't think he can rep the king 4 here. Mark had to take off. He had to go to his OBGYN, I believe. So Reese is back into the booth with us. Welcome back, Reese.
Only because you know he's not watching right now.
Oh, I would have said that if he was here, whether or not. Martine took down that last pot, and we go into the break 6-handed.
Six-handed. I never would have thought we'd be six-handed still at this stage of the tournament. These blinds are astronomical compared to some of these stacks.
It's
It's been a journey.
well, I'm reminded of the song "Baby It's Cold Outside" because they are snug to the vest. We are playing things close. Nobody's getting super out of line.
You know, the prize pool is definitely worth it. $5,000 up top for first place, and you break into the 4 figures after 6. So, yeah, we've.
This is when we start to get some pay jumps here.
Yes,
So we
yeah.
got $100, $200 now, then $500 for the rest for the next pay jump, then $1,000 and $2,000. So there's a
Yep.
pretty big little ladder coming up here, and this is what the kids call ICM.
ICM. The independent chip model is in play. But what's going to be in play next week, Banks? Ready for this? I've heard y'all mention it a few times. The
Yes.
$13 entry tournaments. No add-ons, just $13 plus the $2 bonus chip. So $15 to get the whole full stack for a $5,000 guarantee tournament. I don't know if I'm going to be sick that weekend or if I'm going to be here and just have to deal with it.
For one buy-in at this tournament, I'm going to blast off 10 into this one, and I guarantee the double digits will be hit. I told
That's-
Mark
yep.
we're taking the machine gun approach. We're going to be firing early and often, so it's going to be exciting, and that's $5,000
Yeah,
for
that's
15.
it's it's not next week. I'm sorry, in 2 weeks. December 27th, the
So-
5,000 guaranteed.
This
$13.
10K tournament
Yep.
was $120
Mm-hmm.
for 10% of that buy-in. You get a half as big prize.
Have as big as prize pool. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun. But before then, they're throwing me a birthday party.
Yay! Your
This-
say.
This Saturday, December 20th, 4 p.m. The birthday free roll, the knockout wheel there you see on the screen. It's going to be really similar to our Halloween trick or treat. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys.
Now, you said in lieu of gifts, you wanted them to send flowers to where? No? Okay. It is going to be a great term. If you missed the Halloween one, it was a rowdy, ruckusy place. It's a ton of fun. There's going to be rebuys flying. There's going to be knockouts. It's a great time. We're going to be doing what Reese does not do in tournament, which is getting wild and getting in and getting rebuys, kind of the antithesis of how he would normally play as this tournament. I honestly think, and maybe this is Mark. Was Mark trolling you with this?
I'm not real sure. I mean, you're looking at a free roll with rebuys.
It seems like you weren't involved in the
That's not.
planning.
I wasn't. I would have asked what kind of tournament I wanted to run for my birthday.
Yeah,
Give me a $120 freeze out.
right. This was one of those presents. This grandma gave you socks.
Yes. Yes.
Now they are colorful, and everybody else is like,
Everybody's gonna like it, but no, not my style of
yeah,
tournament.
You do have to wear them though.
I do have to wear them. But we are going to be taking a short break here.
Yeah.
Like Banks said, we're going to have a timer on here. It's going to be about 7 or 8 minutes when we come back. These players took a short 10-minute break, put some of those fantastic plaques in play, color up some of those chips because the blinds are going up, the chips are going to be moving, so we'll take some of the bulk off the table so these dealers can count the chips a little
I am
faster.
ready to watch this break segue work perfectly. What about you?
Well, we're going to give it a shot. So
100%, guys. The guarantee, as it were.
like I said, about 6.5, 7 minutes here on this break, and stay tuned. Quite a few of you tuned in across all of our social media, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, watching this $120 entry, $10,000 guaranteed tournament, which reached double $20,000 prize pool. We're going to be playing down to a winner for that $5,000 first
it.
place. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
See you in a minute.
Was big enough for him, especially after Mark put in that pretty large C bet. I don't know if he needed to bet that much, but when you're playing against Martine and Glenn, you've got to make pretty significant bets because they'll call you, which that's what Martine did getting into the hand to begin with Queen 6 suited.
Right.
So hand number 6.
And we've got the double straddle in play right now. Bill going to be calling $10 here with Queen 9 suited. Martine actually going to wake up with a good hand this time. Ace Jack offsuit in the cutoff. Just going to flat with it.
Yeah, I think we had that $10 was a straddle. Straddles can get a little bit confusing on the action, but we'll keep our best with there on that for you, explaining to what exactly happened. But we're going to see Mark here 3-bet to 40 with the 10-8 offsuit, try to get some of that money back, and Glenn immediately claps back. Looks like 150 with the king queen. McKeska lets his queen 9 suited go. Martine, after winning that first pot, do you think he's going to bother with it? No.
Very shocking, actually, that he folds there. Because Glenn can be a bit of a wild player. He's not always 3-betting, even for this sizing, he's not always 3-betting with premium hands.
No, but he did just take. He just got that one pot. Let's have a quick look here while we're looking at that. Yeah, Martine's. He's already, like I said, he's already up 400 with that one good hand. So maybe didn't want to decide to battle with the Ace Jack offsuit there right off the rip. So Glenn and Larry both buying in for 1.5K. Trying to see who was the biggest beneficiary of that bomb pot that Tom lost 400 in.
If I was looking at it correctly, it actually was Glenn that took down that big bomb pot against Tan.
Oh, and he only bought in for 1,000.
I believe so.
Oh, okay. So that's what that was. And okay, yeah. Our action tracker for the night, Whitney, giving the thumbs up. Whitney bringing you the graphics. So if there's any problems, it's Whitney's fault.
Martine waking up with another premium pocket kings this time.
And he's just going to play it sneaky, Chris.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it because there's no way that this hand goes around $5. Not with these
Very
players.
unlikely. Very unlikely.
I mean, it could be wrong. They do have the Cowboys game distracting him. Nope, there's the answer he's looking for right there. Not out of the best seat for him, but there's the raise, so he can put in the old limp raise.
And getting a lot of callers, so he could just take down the dead money here and make a big boy raise, something like $100, $150.
He'll make, like I said, he'll make $125 just by taking it down, and that was the whole plan. And that's what he's going to execute here. It looks like he's going to make it 200 straight. Out of this field, I'm wondering to see who's going to call this up. I mean, Martin's reputation, he's kind of known as a wild card. We saw him play a few weeks ago here. He tried to get a little splashy early. Unfortunately, my father was on the stream and had monster
Yeah.
hits every time.
And I think that if there was one person in this field to pick to make the call here, it would be Glenn. I'm a little surprised calling a bit light with the Queen 6 suited, especially out of position.
Well,
But this could be just a reputation call. He's calling Martin because he doesn't think that he has a whole lot.
I'd rather have that 8-7 suited that Brad just threw away here. It's
100%.
a probable pocket pair. But Glenn could think he just has 2 live cards. You don't necessarily have to give. And
There's
there's
live cards is right.
Yeah, there's the flop he's looking for. That would have been trips for Brad too. What a flop! And there's no amount here that Glenn's going to fold to.
No,
In fact, he's just going to put him all in right there. And
If you calling.
And we are back here on the stream. The players came back from that break. You haven't missed a single hand. Reese back in here in the booth with you guys. Get
even
Banks
if
back
he
in
was
here
on a straight draw,
shortly.
so he did, 25% of the time.
Martin looking at ace king, putting some chips together out of that 1.1 million stack. Again, 6 players remaining. Next player eliminated gets 1,000 for their efforts in this multi-flighted tournament. So it's definitely been worth it for these guys to play and chip up to this level. Allen here in the big blind, king 3 suited. Martin made a big raise. It's going to be all in or not for Allen. As discerning as he has been, I'm surprised he's thinking about this one, Banks.
Well, he's got some children out there. I think he wants Martin to know that he can't just raise with impunity. So he's at least thinking about it. He might consider a call. It's half his stacks out there.
Yeah, he
So
does
the
let it
king-
go. I don't think he's played this long and folded the hands that he's folded to get it all in with king 3 suited.
He also has to think about the fact that Martin did raise on the button, and he's got Brad to tend with. So any raise he made on the button is not just to steal the blinds. He's got to also get through Brad.
Yeah, that being right there on his left, Martin's definitely had to be more careful about those steal plays because especially now they've lost the players in between.
Yeah.
It's literally Brad. He's got to look at and worry about taking him out right now. Both players the only ones above that 1 million chip mark.
Yes, we are. We got 1 million, 0.3, 1.2. Champ with 550K. Ooh, can we see the chips versus big blinds? This math level, 100K. Who's got this time?
Well, you're looking at, there's 4 million chips in play, 2.5 of them between Martin and Brad alone.
Wow.
So Champ, Mike, Henry, and Allen, those guys
4 million
need
chips.
to target their blinds, maybe try
Gotta
to
be like
get
40 big blinds total.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
45 maybe.
it can go quickly. The
I love
blinds
the
are definitely
100K
up there.
levels. You don't have to do any math to do that.
100K.
So easy a Hamilton could do it is what they say.
Yeah, the blinds are 100, 200. Absolutely did not expect us to get to this level, not going to lie.
We took a gander at the old V-Pips, and I was surprised by some of them. It's been very low, but I'm not – they're playing snug.
Yeah, I heard y'all say that Champ having pretty low VPIP. We need to screenshot it for
Oh,
posterity.
my.
Because Allen finally finds a spot here in the blind to get
If
in.
they put it together here, they got it straight.
Well, Henry, he's in the big blind for 100. It's only 50K more to call, and Brad obviously not going to fold. So I like this call by Henry here, knowing that Brad's one of those tournament players that's going to just try to eliminate somebody rather than steal any more money.
He also knows that it doesn't reopen, so Brad couldn't raise.
Yeah, he can close the action. So Allen,
Here we go to a
Henry,
flop.
and Brad. Allen all in at risk. Ace 5-8.
Scary for everyone, Allen included, but Henry's still in the lead. Diamond on the turn would make things interesting. Nope.
6 of spades. All players not liking
Seven's
that ace out
bad.
there for sure. We see Henry
Queen or
still in
jack
the
only.
lead.
Oof.
3 of hearts, and Henry's king high is going to be good enough to take that one down, and it's a big pot, almost half a million. And we say goodbye to Mr.
Big
Allen.
pickup for Henry there. He javelins into third.
Yeah, like I said, it was
Allen,
huge,
great run.
huge pot, huge pickup. Allen,
He's in some rough spots.
rough decisions, rough spots, but at the end of the day, did exactly what you have to do.
And-
$1,000 for his efforts.
He can use that $1,000 to clean up any tears he might have over those spots. He did make a great play. Got Mike to fold 9s or 10s when he had 9s.
I saw that when I was
His
on the
jam.
floor.
I mean,
Yep.
that there are a couple of good spots there that he played. He played his blinds well. It looks like we wrote Allen's name in a Onyx font, so you're not able to read it here. But he is the one taking home the $1,000 for sixth. Congrats to Allen.
Well, when you have Whitney and Destiny, the controllers there, little different things can happen.
Yeah.
But they do a good job overall.
They are doing a great job, I think. I mean, honestly, with the troubles that they have to go through, Destiny with her deficiencies as well as Whitney with her arms, it's going great.
It's amazing what they can accomplish day in, day out.
Yeah. Man,
Mar-
you focus, please.
Martine, excuse me, ma'am. We're
Oh, what a fold by Craig.
Pocket kings.
Martin with half of the king for his favorite hand. He's probably a little disappointed, but might play it anyways.
Well, he's in the hijack, so yeah, he's gonna just reach for barrel and put it out there. And but I'm telling you right now, a min raise is as much as anything else right now with these blind sizes.
I believe
and
that is the
dip
mid
stacks.
raise. Oh no, he's
2x,
300K.
2x, or 3x, yeah.
Isn't a barrel 200K? He
Yes.
must have put 2 greens on it.
Or he must have said it, yeah, because
Yeah.
a barrel of the
Yeah,
10K,
he
yeah.
he did because he said it. Yeah.
Dragging blinds, but he's still got 150K. He said big,
Martine,
big blinds
The
out.
no nit plays his first hand with the kings. Out had a better kicker than Mike's king 6, so good fold, Mike. He's taking a little bit there. Let's see who's gonna get. Mike is now the short stack. He's the one with the most urgency. I would love to see a fold around to him and see how the blinds play out. That to me, in a situation like this, gets really interesting. A lot of head games. These guys have both played enough. They're not going to be pushed around.
Yeah,
But it might not get there given Martine's holding. We'll see if he's taken a new tactic now that we're 6 players post break.
well, Craig is in the big blind and has $500,000, so you've got to be able to call that off if you're going to put in any money here. Both Henry and Martine both had very playable hands, but given the short stacks for the ones in the blinds, Henry could make a move here to try to take them both down.
Yeah.
And he's eyeing up the stacks there.
Both of them had interesting decisions for their positions. Both of them kind of had the hand. It's like, I'm not instantly folding this. I'm not auto raising this, but I could do both.
Yeah.
And Martine chose to fold. Henry chose to raise. Let's see how it works out for him. They're both around the same sort of middling strength. Something better for Martine. He always raises. Something better for
Yeah, luckily for Henry, they just didn't have anything,
And
so
Henry
it
gets-
worked out just fine for Henry in that manner.
Craig trying to tip the dealer.
You can't do that in tournaments.
Nope. Marco actually was accepting tips from me for a while. I almost went broke, but thankfully I had a little rebuy over there, so that was nice. But Craig here didn't have much of a decision, but there it goes to show you the aggression there. I think Martine is kind of on the fence with his hand. If he min clicks there, it gets through. I don't think Henry calls on the button.
And well, Champ here in the big blind or in the small blind with Martine's big blind. He's still got 450,000 behind that small.
How does Brad play the suited ace under the gun?
He's going to see if he can take it to a flop.
Click. Martine is in the big blind, so
Yeah,
he doesn't want a disaster scenario where he's in a tough spot versus the other chip leader. Henry folded so quick we couldn't even see it. Good job, Henry. Higgins with the
Unfortunately, this is the important part here because let the graphics play catch up here. Depending on what
Craig is
Champ
dramatic.
here, the king 4 throws it into the muck, and then Martine can check his option with this 5 deuce, or he can play back at Brad. But like you said, you don't want to play too hard at the only guy that can hurt you at the
No.
table completely.
Brad has implemented some limps here, and I think it's worked well for him. Versus the other chip leader, he didn't want to get into too big of a spot. and Martine
Yeah.
flops a great flop for his hand. We'll see if Brad goes with a continue like he has been.
Brad is the king of continuation bets, and Martine makes an excellent check here.
Mm,
And Brad doesn't continue.
instincts.
Yeah.
Checks back.
Martine may put out a feeler bet here, betting 50 or 100,000 or
Goes
100,
300.
150,000. Yeah. And Brad just can't call it here. So once again, luckily for Brad, he didn't see bet that one
Well
there.
played
which
by
he's,
Brad.
He's more known for, but again, the two big stacks going out one another, they're going to play a little bit more on the lighter side.
Yeah, and maybe 5 deuce he gets a fold if he min clicks, but I don't think Martine's folding a lot there on his big blind. So I understand why Brad just limps.
So the next person eliminated going to be getting $1,200 for their efforts. Saw Alan go out for our first 4-figure payout, 1,000.
5K up top for first too.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic tournament. Huge prize pool, $20,000. Here's a spot for Higgins, the short stack at this final 5.
This is probably going to be go code.
Yep, he's going to go ahead and put
It
it all in
is.
there. That's right. Let's see if
It's third time with 8s at this final table.
Champ not have anything to defend with here. Martine here in the best position to give him a call, but not going to do it with the 10-4. Does Brad have anything? No. So Mike here is going to have great timing and pick up another round of
Good
another
hand
orbit's
for
worth
Mr.
there.
Higgins.
Yeah, good.
No
Good
one
pickup.
really with the decision there, though. I
No.
think Craig peeled the king, and then one of those hands where you're looking at, you see the king, and then you slow peel the second one, and it shows up as a deuce or a 4, and you go, well, dang it.
The only time that bothers me is when you first peel it up and you look at an ace and you slow peel and it's a 4. You get that slight little
Thought it was aces.
for a split second. Thought it was aces.
And it's so psychological, too, because if you look at the deuce first, then see the king, you're like, eh. But if you see the king first, then the deuce, it's like,
Hurts.
oh, my gosh.
It hurts.
Oh, the nuts here for Higgins.
Yeah, goes from
Deck
pocket
hit
8
him
to
in the face.
the best hand at the River League, apparently, according to some.
Yeah, let's see if he plays it or another card read error. That we got to get those checked.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the 4th or 5th time that's just been folded. I
can't
must
believe
be
it.
reading one of the 7s wrong.
It's got to be.
Martine on the button with the king, not suited. Big blind is Henry, who we know defends well. Oh, suited ace for Brad. How does he play this?
It's for almost a 4th or 5th.
Does
of
it
his
take you
chip.
5 or 6 seconds to fold this hand when you're in the small blind?
Well, it's either folding or you make it 200.
Okay.
One or the other. And I think he's going to go for the latter here.
He is going to No, he's going to 300K. It looks like a 3x bet. Yeah. No, 250. excuse me.
250. Yeah.
So 2.5. Henry's going to let the jack 5 go. Well played by Brad there.
Yeah, like I said, you either just fold it, move on to the next hand, give up your small blind, or raise that up there. But you can, he's just lucky enough to have just enough chips where he can make it 200K and still be able to fold if Henry just plays back at him pre-flop and wakes up with a monster.
Make up a decision, play some post flop.
Yeah, because these
got that.
blinds are 50 and 100,000. So, someone like Champ or Mike, they have one move. Henry
Roughly
pretty
even
much-
stacks, Mike and Champ. 400K, 400K.
Yeah, these guys are battling out for 1,200 on the next elimination, and then a small jump to 1,500, and then the jumps really start at 3,000 for third. I'm sorry, 2,000 for third, 3,000 for second, and 5,000 for first.
Champ not getting anything playable for him. That's all right. He's saving up for a burst of hands here. Martine. Good decent cash game hand, but probably not going to cut it for now. Brad waking up with a very strong hand on the button. Knowing that he raises a lot, this could get them into trouble. One of the great things about playing like Brad or as an aggressive player is when you get hands like this, Henry might think he's messing around and he might try to do something. No,
there you
good
go.
fold,
Good
Henry. Now, how does Higgins going to play? See, these mediocre hands, you can get in trouble with them.
Well, he's in the big blind, too, so he's already got a third or a quarter of his chip stack in there.
And
So, yeah,
he
he's going to
does
go ahead and ship it in
induce.
there, yeah. And now Brad here, he's already halfway there, so he's forced to make the call as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you hate to call it with ace queen. You're in trouble so many times against ace king, but
Brad doesn't. He's also one that, and I've said this the last time I commentated with him. He's going to take his time to think it through. Make sure he's thinking back. Has Mike done this before? What did he have when he rejammed? Things like that are going through his hand. And he does make
Does
the
make
correct
yeah, I
call,
think he has to there. He's already halfway there.
but not without thinking about it first.
Yep. So Brad here all in with Mike. Mike at risk.
Uh-oh. The old 60-40. Let's see something spicy. Let's see two monkeys. Monkeys being paint cards if you're not familiar with Baccarat. Shout out Nicole.
Mike looking to hit a king or a 10 to stay alive here. 3 in the window. There's
Oh.
a 10 right off the rip.
Wow.
And
But
Brad wants him to make 2
Brad
pair.
does have backdoor hearts and the gutter. See if we keep the... Oh!
There's the queen.
Just not great for him.
Now
ace
he
or
needs
nine
the
or-
ace or a king.
No,
or,
just
or
ace
ace
or
or
nine.
9.
Oh.
Not going to happen. And we see Mike
Goodbye,
H
Mike.
eliminated in 5th place.
Well played.
Well played.
Mr. Higgins. Good aggression got him there. Unfortunately, Brad just happened to have it on the button that time. Well played.
And then there were 4.
Quattro remaining. We got Brad, Henry, Craig, and Martine. Martine and Brad both came in as chip leaders, but Henry was one big blind when this started.
Yep, and he's only got 6 bigs, but you know these players. You have to remember, can't just look at it as 6 bigs. He's got a huge stack to put a dent in any one of these other ones. So while it's only 6 bigs, the power is way stronger than that. Neither Martine nor Brad want to get in, with almost half their chips.
Yes, and thinking back on it here, that first hand where he had ace-3 of diamonds really set him up for
So
this.
that catapulted him here to where he's at.
I talked to Mitch on the break, and he says he does think he misplayed the kings. He said if he played it again, he wouldn't let him hit straights and flushes, which, it's one of those. I was like, come on, hindsight, but what are you going to do?
How about this one here? Henry waking up with pocket queens as Brad raised it up to 250,000.
Wow. And that's Champ here, going to have to let it go, giving up his big blind.
And Brad can feasibly lay this down. He's still got 1.2 million. It's another
think about it.
400. It's a third of his chips to make this call.
He's if four-handed ace queen is such a strong hand. Oh, let's see if we can get away from it here.
I mean, it's definitely a strong hand, but you're flipping at best. He's going to see that he's actually less than flipping against the pocket kings of Henry.
A well-timed hand
We were
by
just
Henry.
Talking about Henry getting here the way he did, and here we are 4-handed, and he's getting pocket kings.
Oh, Henry, wish the table goodbye. See you, Henry.
Yep, that's
Maybe. He probably should watch the flop. I think I would. Before I
See if an ace happens to come up. Marco puts out 3, 4, 8
Ooh.
rainbow.
deuce for a sweat.
Kings still holding tall. Brad looking for an ace to eliminate a 4th place competitor. Henry looking to dodge an ace.
Nope.
9 on the turn, no changing. Henry
Ace and an ace only. Barry Greenstein? No.
does not happen, and Henry gets the full double up, and they almost swap stacks. Henry now 1.3 million. Brad 840.
Brad, importantly, not out of it by any means, but Craig is in a precarious position here now with 300K. No one else is really, even if he doubles, he would be still in 4th in chips. So he's going to want to try to make something happen in the next orbit or two, or we're going to have to see how it goes. He is in a rough spot with the 2 biggest stacks to his left.
He's in the small blind, so this one's going to cost him 50,000 of that 300, but he's going to be able to look at a couple hands after that.
Yeah. And I think he probably will try to do something here, but we'll see. Hopefully Champ can channel some of that inner Wolf Howl and get another got him in. Henry, very healthy after that. Almost the chip leader.
Has he been in this kind of position before, Banks?
In a tournament?
Yeah.
No, this is no. No, it's his second ever final table, I believe. A major final table. No, not since spring in Puerto Rico in '87 has he been this far in a tournament.
Yeah,
But
it's hard to feel the pressure, I'm sure.
we're getting some shout outs for Brad and chat. Tell him to keep his head up. Go get him, Brad, from Jeff. And you're making your adoptive family proud from Tommy. I'm sure he'd love to hear that. Champ here with the king
Yeah,
four is going to
he's
let it
gonna
rip.
Go ahead and get it in there, especially after Brad put in that big blind. He's getting a lot of equity there.
Yeah, if he can ever get a fold from Brad here, this is huge.
I don't think you're going to see a fold out of Brad. It's only, like I said, it's only for 300. Brad committing 100, still for, a good chunk of Brad's
Martine lets it
stack.
go.
But, Brad put those chips in knowing that this might happen. So I think he's going to spend this time to try to talk himself out of it. But I think he knows he has to make the call.
Doing a little inventory here, seeing what he would have afterwards. Looks like he'd have about 600,000-ish. The chip counts, I don't know. It's hard to tell. His stacks aren't exactly 20s. But roughly, he's got about 300K in browns, and then it looks like 200K in greens behind his call.
And he just lost those chips over to Henry. So he's definitely feeling a
does
little
lose.
bit down right now.
He would be in fourth in chips if he doesn't win this pot. And he is technically behind, although it is basically a flip. He is
Yeah,
going to make
he
the
does
call with
make the
two-faced
call.
cards. And Craig announces that he has the Martine. Should we listen in?
Let's see what we see here. I got him, or if Brad is going to eliminate additional player here, taking us down to the final three.
All suits are spoken for.
Chester. King 4 is not going to let you down.
Oh,
We'll see what happens.
the wolf versus the squirrel.
4 in
Oh, in the
Ooh,
window.
Queen right in the window. And he's got a 4, so it increases
Four.
his outs. A king or a 4 keeps Champ in the contest.
By the way,
Down to his last king or 4.
4 outs, 1 time.
Joe buck that down. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh. And with that, Craig has gone in fourth place. Unfortunately, got him.
Got him, got him. But what a run by Champ.
Well played too at that final table.
Yep.
He was in some spots and I think played pretty well. Wasn't able to play quite his cash style, but still adapted to the tournament well, and I think laddered up appropriately because of it.
No, he shifted gears just like we spoke about earlier. He knew all the short stacks at the table, the values going up as they do in this tournament, and I think he played that stack just fine. Got him all
Now.
the way up to fourth. And they're three-handed, and these guys have made a deal, Banks.
Okay.
All 3 players getting $3,000, and then the winner an extra $1,000. How about that payday on a $120 entry tournament?
That is great. Think about how many entries that buys into the $15 tournament.
That's true. These can fire quite a few.
Whew.
Look at these chip stacks. Brad was the beneficiary of Craig's chips, which basically evens the field. So I think it was a good chop.
Everybody is under 10 bigs. Everyone has within 1 or 2 bigs of each other. I think it's a sensible chop. Play for 1,000. Kind of level it out a little bit. Takes away a bit of the variance. Now, I think once this chop occurs, I think we're going to see Martine finally get a little more splashy. He's basically been playing for this point. He just was playing to not go out before third.
Yeah, not with that chip stack. But these players all made a deal, $3,000 each, and then playing for the $1,000 extra and the title of this $120 buy-in 10K guaranteed tournament. Martine here limping in, seeing a flop and getting top pair. Brad not having anything to connect to it. So I'm going to see a fold there.
It's a fold.
But yeah, $120 entry tournament. All 3 of these players bagging up $3,000 for sure, and then the extra $1,000 and the title. So
And don't forget, Martine already has that 400 from the bonus. So
that's true.
3,400 for Martine. So all of them with a great payday. And again, I will say Henry has shown he came into this with 1 big blind, and he has gone all the way up. He's third right now, second in chips with 3 left. I mean, he went from a $700 payday to at least 3,000.
Oh yeah, navigated perfectly. That ace tray came in clutch
Right.
and positioned him all the way here to get in now.
Really shows the value of a suited hand.
Well, the ace wheels suited, similar here to Martine's hand. It's the new ace king to all the kiddies.
Yeah.
That's what they talk about. Ace deuce, ace tray, ace 4, ace 5, especially suited.
Probably going to be a raise. Well, I think when it gets down to this much, sizing becomes very interesting. Does he say 300, 400? 350.
But can we still play poker?
I think you still. I think you have to raise 3x. I don't think you're going to get the blind off of just a min click. I think if you're going to come in for a raise to actually try to pick up the blinds, you need to make it at least 300K. But that's a quarter of these chip stacks, so it's a huge commitment.
He does go with the conservative flat method, maybe to set tone for later lesser hands. We see that what they had in the blinds, it probably wouldn't have made
No.
much of a difference.
Yeah, now he's picked up the nut flush draw.
Yeah.
Not much for either player though, so you may see Martin bet this one out here. He could bet 200,000 and take this one down.
I
I
think
mean,
he
we
bets
see even
one.
100, but
Yeah.
typically against the hands that he doesn't know, he's up against betting at least a couple 100,000 to find out where you're at.
And even with no pair, he's got 80% equity, so
Oh, for sure.
can't blame him. That's 150.
Yeah, it's gonna bet 150, so close to the 2x I was talking about. But again, we're going to see that it's going to work as Brad and Henry just haven't
Kind of a
connected
bet
at all.
where he probably gets a call from a 5 or an 8 or something like that, and he's got a hand he's not going anywhere. I mean, even if he gets re-raised,
No, you're just going to put it on the flush draw
He's
there
gonna-
with the one over.
can at least call, if not jam over the top. But he takes it down. Nice little pickup there. Let's see. And three-handed play, the button becomes a very important spot. You can put on a lot of pressure just min clicking the button. You really can't hide. You can't fold that long. You got to widen your range. We're definitely in the point where, with the stacks like they are, there's no short stack. Nobody's massive chip leader, so we can kind of play some cards three-handed, even though they are so short.
Yeah, but a min click is still, a fifth of these stacks, so a min click is strong.
Mm-hmm.
And Martin there going to get the walk,
Mm.
50,000.
That's why you don't look right there.
Yeah, don't even turn it up.
Julie with the shout out to Brad.
Is that a woo of celebration or a woo of sigh of relief, Banks?
I'm not. I think it's the woo of somebody just won $3,000 and I'm getting a Christmas present
True.
in a week or two. So
True. There you go. So
I don't know what Julie
probably
was getting,
excitement.
but I think it just got better.
Plausibly, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, $3,000 guaranteed for each one of these players playing for an extra 1,000. Henry getting his free turn on the button, doesn't wake up with anything. Martin in the small blind, does he return the walk favor since he broke even on the last hand? Made the money and then
He
give
will
it
not.
right
I
back.
think it's too good to just fold. He wants to see a flop. Brad probably doesn't get too aggressive with a lot of his range, so we could just see some cards here and we can
Three-handed and
connect.
still sharing a card. Unfortunate for Martin, and that's the card they connect with. 6-9 ace. Both players having the bottom pair of sixes. Quick check.
Thought Brad might lead there, but I think he's not. Martin probably thinks he has the best hand. They both probably think they do currently.
Yeah, they're probably just trying to get that down to a cheap showdown at this
go, check,
point.
check.
Show their equity.
Yeah, I think. I don't know if Brad makes any more there. If he gets one bet, maybe on the turn he gets a call, but
Maybe.
or I don't think on the river you want to bet there with the jack coming.
No,
So
like I said, you're just trying to realize the equity you think you may have. Just take it down if you have it. The only thing that calls you beats you at that point with just the bottom pair. Quite a few of you still tuned in on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook watching this final three of the final table of the $120 entry, $10,000 guaranteed tournament. We reached 20,000 banks,
I
20,200.
I just noticed the view counts are on there.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see that before, so that's awesome.
Yep. Get to
Almost
see.
30 viewers.
Yeah, get to see who's hanging in there watching these three battle it out. Three-handed Henry now with queens. He's gotten kings and queens short-handed.
There is a rumor that Henry doesn't know what to do with the ladies, but we're about to find out.
Let's see.
Um,
The big blind.
he's
Brad
raising
just
it up.
called. Yeah, looks like a sizable raise.
Oh,
Of course, Brad can't make the call.
and
so
that heresy was completely destroyed.
made the proper play with the ladies.
Henry, the ladies' man.
Good man. Good man.
Might be the first time anybody's ever said that.
Possible.
Yeah.
Now it's saved in posterity on YouTube and Facebook forever.
Clip it, Henry. Make that your ringtone.
Bye.
I will deny it. I know where the files are saved, so we'll go ahead and erase that as quickly as can. And we're going through these orbits pretty quick. Every orbit is a significant chip count here. The 5100 level, 150K. Ooh, that's a lot. Brad with another good button hand. Kind of one that
Yeah, he's the shorter of the three. He's only got a million.
honestly
behind.
feels a little better than something like Ace 4, King Queen. Oh, Henry with an ace. We're going to see a little action here, I think.
No, he's going to let that one go. To Martine's the one that's halfway there already to Brad's min click raise 10-9 offsuit.
I wonder if Ace 7 wronged him in another life, because Henry has folded that twice now in the small blind in spots where he could come along. Martine
Going to defend his big blind.
then see this 10-9 much better than than another ace random hand, and Martine with the same sort of thinking that he would much rather play that.
Ace, queen, 8, better flop for Brad than it is Martine. So we'll see if Brad makes a bet here. You just heard the blinds go up. They're going to be 100, 200 next hand.
100, 200 is what we jumped to.
Yeah,
That's going to be quite an escalation.
a doozy there.
Now, remind me, Henry had a 7 and a something.
Believe it was an ace. We'll have to roll back the tape, but this could be the pivotal point that he's going to look back to in the last bit of
Didn't
this
want to needle him
tournament.
too hard, but I did just call him a ladies' man, so kind of had to get something back there.
Yeah, you got to
Good
even
play
it out.
by Brad. Gets the bet fold. Martine choosing not to chase the gutter. It was a smart bet. Martine had a decent amount of equity there that he could have potentially realized, but I think what he was thinking is he has to hit a gutter. If it's a spade, he doesn't know if it's good. So he's got 3 clean outs, and even then, you know,
Still got to hold.
King 10 gets there, so he doesn't even have the nut straight. So
The chips have migrated back around 1.3, 1.2, and 1.5.
all staying pretty even, and I think we'll see who gets on the aggression here. Oh my gosh, Henry with the monster on the button.
The River League ace is 7-4 offsuit, and there's a smile. Look at the
Oh,
camera and
no.
the fold. He knows, and he still folded it.
It's a card reader. The 7s are broken.
Either he could catch a ban for that, Banks.
A lot of other things as well. Oh, Martine, I think went a massive sizing here. I think he said 500K.
Yeah, and
Oh no, his
Brad,
favorite hand.
Brad with the favorite hand. Of course,
He
I mean, he could let it go, but he could have reached that point. They did make a deal, Banks. I mean, he's already got 3,000 in his pocket. I don't know that I would be testing Brad too much. And
I mean, if Wesley Hopper was under those cards, he'd be more likely to fold than the Jack 10. He's got 4 kids.
Martine's got the ace 9, so it's ace, 3-handed, strong hand. Don't hate the raise, but
He might get called
I
here.
don't know if I would. Yeah,
He does call.
Brad going to put his favorite
Martine
hand to
Did
the
not
test
want
here.
to see that.
No, not at all.
He-
You just feel like you're behind every single time here to a better ace at a minimum.
A changing of the guard is about to come out here. I would love to see something spicy. Let's see some paint. Let's see some
9 and a queen out there. How's that?
2 of 1 suit at least.
Ace
a
9
9 in the
versus
window?
Jack 10.
Oh.
8, 9, queen. How about Gin?
We're not rolling dice, but that is Yahtzee. I believe that Brad is going to probably win this hand.
Yeah,
4% is not a lot.
4%, and that's
No.
yeah, it's not very good. So, and Martin gonna see bet here and kiss those chips goodbye. Now, how does Brad reveal this here? A call is
Oh, he just jammed.
a call is just as strong as a jam, and I tell you why. Because Brad can do this with a club draw just as quickly as the flop straight, and Martin could feel like he has value here and could be ahead with the middle pair of 9s.
Martine's going to get away from this, I think.
I think he probably can fold it just because they're playing for an extra $1,000 here, and but you don't expect that a guy would flop the straight and then bet out like that. So
I do think
a draw is more than anything like a ace jack or a
Martine is regretting his sizing.
yeah.
I think
it was way too much pre-flop. That's why I said you don't test Brad, not with the sizing.
if you know he's going to call there with Jack 10, then I think you're well enough to go ahead and
Well, he
bet
gets
a little
he
less.
gets the same information for 300K.
Yeah.
Brad's going to fold. He's going to fold with 3 just as quickly as he will with 5.
And with that changing of the guard, Brad now 2 million chips, Henry 1.2, and Martine 7 big, still 700K. He's got life. He luckily went with down bet on the flop. Looks like Jeff showing a bit of biases here that he is rooting for Brad.
Brad-
Take him out.
Brad's got a lot of fans in the chat. Anybody else out there rooting for Martine or Henry? I mean, I know Henry might be a long shot, but
I
Martine
would
could
root
have
for
some
Henry.
fans. You,
Yeah.
You'd root for Henry? Yeah.
It's always good to have fish. I mean, he's a friend, so he could use the money for fish. I don't know. Who was that? Simply Coop with the Brad. He had an extra D this time. Martine, Jack 8 on the button.
Getting the free hand here.
The first bit of adversity we've seen Martine show or run into.
And a jam. He's going to go extra upper
Wow.
deck here, 700,000. And you're just hoping for folds here. Don't even, if you're going to make this play, do you even look at your cards, Banks? If you know you're planning on jamming here to pick up a round, do you even try to look at your cards? Or
I think that the perception that you have looked is important.
well,
if
the
you yourself
perception of it
don't.
for sure, but you don't look down at Jack 8 and say, I'm going to jam this here and put my tournament line.
You have
at
to tell
stake."
yourself that no matter what I see here, I'm going to jam
Right.
and make sure they see you look.
Yep.
And if that's how you're gonna we talked about earlier, if you're under the gun and you have less than a big blind, you don't announce your blind jamming.
No.
You still take a gander and then you jam.
And
But
it's going to
Martine
get
there
through, obviously. Let that one go.
Decides
Wes,
to go ahead and
How about Wes Hopper in the chat? Brad's son on Team Henry.
wow.
Make
He
sure
heard the quip about it.
make sure Julie hears that.
West being folded, but the Jack 10 wouldn't. So I don't know. I think West would like Brad to win here. I think work on Monday would be a little bit better.
True.
I wouldn't say he's going to get a day off, but he might get, half a day. And these 100, 200 blinds, what a hike after that 500, 50,
Yeah.
100 line. This is basically the tournament saying we're going to find ourselves a winner.
Yeah, it is a Sunday night and late, and these guys got to go home.
Yeah. Brad on
Brad.
the button.
Looking down at 10-7 offsuit on his free hand.
What's it go?
Does let
What
that
does
one
Henry
go.
do? Oh, a premium.
Yeah, raise or fold, either 300,000 or fold. He's got 1.1 to Martin's 800, and he
When
just makes
Get
the
a
call.
ball in here.
Martine's got a good post flop hand, so wants to see a flop here. No reason to make a play back at Henry, but I feel
think-
like you almost always have to make a play back here if a guy limps into you at this stage on the
If
blind.
Henry comes with a bet here, I like this play.
Yeah, Henry's got to bet this flop.
He has more aces than Martine does.
Absolutely.
Martine only has sixes and deuces, but Henry is going to rep a slow
And
played
look at
ace.
that. He does bet it out, and it's going to work. So there you go. Henry knew exactly
Henry
what the plan
Marie
was.
Munoz. What a play.
He understands.
That was well played by him. The limp with the intent to bet good flops there. If he sees an ace, a king, a queen, he's going to be betting that flop. And look at these big blinds. 20 big blinds is what the chip leader came with.
But that's
and
actually
what we
wrong
have now.
there. It's 100, 200.
Oh,
It's 550 and 100 on the screen.
Ah.
Ignore the one on the screen. So those big blinds are halved there, Banks. 10,
gotcha.
6, and 3.
Okay, so that makes a little more sense. We'll have to get with our technical team to see. Which one of
Destiny's
them-
still sitting over there. So
Well, I
anything's
wasn't going to call
possible.
her out, but
Well,
the blind level for current is 100, 200. Just to keep that in check. Henry snap folded. Got out of there like there's a fire going on.
She got it up there just one hand a little late there. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. Well, we've played 3 or 4 hands at this level.
Well, yeah, we'll just let her think that it was.
All right, that's fine.
Heads up play. Martine just makes the call. Brad checks his option queen 4
Can we
versus
outsource
10-3.
Okay, never mind. Sorry. This is a pair of premiums with no one hit anything. I love flops like this. This is how heads up are going. Brad, not afraid to bet. Does go with
He
the
does
check.
check though. I bet they would
Interesting.
have been pretty strong. Ace on the turn. You can't really represent that card as they both have checked and
This
limped
is
in
a
and
good
checked.
spot for Martine to check, but he might have enough equity. The queen doesn't get blasted off. Now, I think Brad would probably bet a 9 there. So I think Martine probably thinks he just has the best hand with the queen.
Yeah, you,
If Brad bets this river, I think he gets called.
yeah, Brad. I don't know if he's going to stab at it. He's got the chip
He is
lead.
just going to take his 10 equity.
Doesn't want to give Martine any more chips than he has to.
If Brad leads the flop there, I think that he could take it down. But the way it ran out, I don't think there was any other chance.
Saw a
for him to
little
take it.
table knock there of frustration. I think he knows he missed a bet there for sure.
Yeah.
And now Jeff's on Team Henry. He switched from Brad to Henry.
I believe I did see in Jeffrey's bracket, he is actually on team not Martine.
That's plausible. That's plausible.
They had a little spat in kindergarten, and so he sometimes roots for the other guys. But Jeff's a fair guy. I'm sure he'd root for anyone there. Jeff, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're going to be with me in the 5K firing some bullets. Martine, 1 pip lower than last time. Let's see. He had the double or the knockout, and then he's chipped up a little bit since then, and he lets it go.
Yeah, Brad here in the small blind, 8-5. I feel like a walk is due in flow here, to be honest, now at this point, and that's what's going to happen.
Henry with the
Just
computer
kind of
hand.
play and flow there. Let the walk get through. That way you can raise later and have a little bit more oomph with your raise as you gave a walk. Coop saying he's
Rooting for me.
rooting for you.
Yeah. Well, if they have another flight, I'll give it a go. But as I've been reminded a couple times, I did not participate in this tournament. I had a nice little day to watch football.
We'll go with that. I'll take it. You wait, saving up for the $15 tournament.
Correct. Saving those big blinds. Let's see what we can get here. I'd love to see some limping. Interesting, almost like I've talked about in a heads up play, the sort of meta of what you do, because you're going to run into a lot of big blind versus small blind way more than any other times here. So you kind of want to set it up. And I think Henry flatting that 8-3 really showed it is. Martine gets a second walk with sevens in this short 3-handed session here. How you're going to play, it looks like if I'm Martine, I'm thinking Henry is folding a lot of his small blinds and then limping his probably good to better hands. So when I see him limped, I'm going to get him more strength, which is good for Henry. And then when he raises, it's going to make those hands seem even stronger.
Exactly.
So he set himself up good with that limp with 8-3, and that's the kind of play that makes you think that somebody's really thinking about the game a little bit. Which is
Yeah, the only problem with the strategy is the blinds are just so big. You can't afford too many orbits of just letting things go. You have to make moves so quickly. But at least if you show the propensity to give walks,
right.
the limps or the raises show a lot more strength.
Martine probably not going to walk this one. Is he going to make it a small min raise or just a flat?
And Brad here and the big blind. He's
kind of hoeing and humming here. I wonder if Brad's going to pick up on this.
well. He's gonna
No.
let that one go. I think a walk there fits in flow as well, as he's won the last few.
I think he realized he
downs.
kind of gave the card away before the horse there with the hemming and
back
haw.
forth. Yeah,
Marco, our dealer here, with what I would describe as average arm length,
yeah.
is doing quite the job here. Also multilingual. He speaks English, German, Spanish, Goat, and Portuguese. So he can kind of talk about whatever.
Portuguese is impressive.
Yeah. Well, it basically
I'm not sure.
it's like Spanish light.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say I've never heard Portuguese before.
It sounds like Spanish. It's the same thing. Ace
Martine
five.
Ace 3-handed doesn't play it. I don't like that one. That one,
I
I
think
think.
that's a min click at least.
Yeah, I think you could have taken that one down.
Brad saw Henry play 8-3 like this. So immediately calls. What does Juan do? Juan checks the queen deuce,
queen
the
deuce.
known Juan hand.
So 6 ace. He who bets first. But it's hard to just represent here every time. But if Brad bets here, we know that Henry won't be able to defend it. But if you've got a king or
Big.
any kind of pair, this bet's not going to get through.
Henry's thinking about this. He's going, wait a minute. You're telling me you have a 6 or you didn't raise with an ace?
But even if you know that, you've got to commit half your stack back at him.
Yeah.
That's the problem right
It is.
now.
They're so short, but you could tell Henry's spidey sense was tingling on that flop. That's one of those ones where when people see that happen, they think, "Oh, he just bets every time," and he just calls every time. But the board texture makes a big difference, and you have to narrow it down to, okay, we've seen Brad check back bottom pair, and the board comes out 6-6 ace, and he leads.
Yeah.
So what is he leading with there that beats my queen high?
You still have to commit so many
Right.
chips to call him out on the bluff if you literally have just a queen high.
It is, and
I
it's
mean, you
one of
could
those
still be
things.
behind by a king 4.
You could his bluffs could still be beating you, which is probably why he got the
That's the
fold through
problem.
there. I think if he had a king there, I think Henry would have peeled one off. Brad folds a suited connector there. Another low check.
Limp in here with the 5-3. Martin's going to check his option, Jack 6. I'd rather seen a raise there out of Henry just to see if he can win that one more opportunity with
He's
the
giving him
5-3
two
off.
walks, so it's showing a lot of strength when he calls. Henry flopping at least one pair.
Yeah, but a 3 bottom pair's hard to make this short-handed, and I don't hate the check. Don't love it, but
Quick check back.
it definitely more apt to get a call now.
The second pair is good.
Now, yeah,
Goes with the trap
to trying to play all the way to the
no.
edge. 7 on the
and
river.
a disaster.
Played himself right into a corner as Martin goes runner straight,
Wow.
and 250,000 just
And
a
just a
call.
call.
Could have hurt.
If he knew how strong he was
Yeah,
there,
he
would
could
have
have
never
hurt him
called.
so much more. There's no world where you should just call that bet there. Just if it's a bluff, fine. You don't make any more. But if he does have a hand like he does,
Very interesting.
cripple Henry.
I think Henry got a little too cute with that turn check. I think once he checks the turn, he should bet out, and it ends up costing him 250. But Martin with a little, I would say almost cash game play there,
Right.
where you don't want to maximize when somebody's deeper. But at this step deck, I think he puts Henry in such a bind there with his pair.
Yeah, that's going to put Martin 1.4, Henry down to 550. That was a game turner there.
Yep.
Let's see how Henry continues to play this
Might
one
be,
out. Ace on the button, 550. Lines are 100
Gonna
to
put it in
200.
here?
Yeah, you don't have enough chips to raise. You have to go all in or fold.
he is all in. Martin probably not going to be able to call
It
with the.
looks like he just said call. We'll see if Destiny knows what she heard.
Oh, he
if he
did say
just-
call.
He just called here. That's going to be interesting.
Huh.
Martin getting the pot odds to call as well with his jack.
Yeah,
7-5 with Brett. So we're going
This is the trouble.
3 ways, 3-handed.
If he jams, he takes this pot down. But now
No one has any information.
it's barely 40%.
No one has any information.
Look at
Jack
that.
6 king.
Lets Martin outflop him.
Yeah.
Oof. That was a bit interesting there. Martin's going to lead for 300.
Yeah,
This
looks
is he's got such a weak jack that his hand probably doesn't get better on any turns. He wants to find out if anybody has a king, and he does find out real quick. Well played by Martin there, and I think Henry's going to be regretting not just open jamming that ace on the button, 3-handed there. And it looks like Brad and Martin are even in chips now with that. Henry down to 1.5 big blinds. And I think that we're going to find out some stuff here. Henry is going to need to do some work. He's got 3 hands basically until he's all in. So, that
That's it.
was a rough one to watch. Henry's that's going to be one to review later on tape.
Yeah.
He might have played the ladies well, but I think needs a little bit of practice on the
Strugg-
8-4.
That one and struggled with the 5-3 as well.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back rough ones there for Henry. And I'm sure I won't be making fun of him for that on Monday morning on our team's chat.
Could wait till Monday after lunch.
I've already pre-typed the message.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. Henry here with King 6 is
he's
just
going to get to see a free flop, though.
kind of 2 philosophies here of like, I want to see if I hit and then fold. And I think he's going to probably play this one.
Yeah, he's a top pair, 6, deuce, 5. Brad's going to lead this one out, and that's going to commit Henry to the rest of his stack. There it is. So we're going to have Henry at risk, but ahead on a
Brad-
3-1.
Brad
favorite.
almost tried to grab it back
Yeah,
there.
but luckily it wasn't that much more for
No.
Brad. So
Half a
Henry
big
in the lead, looking to dodge a queen or a 10.
A good lead by Brad there, too, because he might just fold.
Oh, yeah, you
7-3
can just
or,
fold there just to see it go all in the next hand once you've seen a flop. 7 on the turn, no
spades.
help. Henry ahead, looking to dodge a queen or a 10.
And it's a queen
6 on the river. Henry gets the full double of 700,000.
Back to a threatening stack now. These blinds being so short.
Yeah,
Just
it's almost stack to stack ratio, not
Yeah.
blinds. It's not you're not counting how many bigs you have. You count.
got 1/3 of Martin's stack.
Yeah,
A little more.
percentages to competitive stacks here. I still don't mind that bet from Brad.
No, not at all.
Your opponent has seen the flop. They know whether they have literally zip and pip or
You also
any
might
kind
get
of draw.
called. You might get called by hands that you're beating. He might call with 7-3, 8-7, some straight equity hands.
8 or 9 high flush draw.
Queen with a 5-4, something like that,
Yeah.
like a gutter. He's going to put all those hands in. So
Yeah.
good bet by Brad, but unfortunately, Henry had at that time. Probably not going to see anything here. This is going to be interesting how Henry plays this small blind after the bit of a dumpster fire of the last one.
Yeah,
Oh,
sweet
this is gonna
connectors.
go
He's
all
going to
in.
ship it all in there immediately. Martin, ace
Oh.
8 offsuit.
We saw him fold an ace earlier without
Yeah.
a lot of thought to Craig, I believe.
You don't necessarily have to give your opponent 200K or more than 200K.
And a reminder that Henry has been flatting. He's getting a count here, wants to make sure, probably wants to see what he would be at after a call. And he's probably going to see that he's at 1.1 and would still be pretty close to third. I think he does end up making this call after some deliberation, but he's definitely going to sit here and, you know, kind of do some inventory, as they call it.
Count it out and see what his stack looks like.
Yeah, he's got it in front of him, and here comes the call.
Yeah, he does make the call. Ace 8 suited is going to put
Henry.
Henry at risk.
And I'm reminded of the first hand. We're in, and we're rooting for some diamonds.
A 9 or some diamonds. 5, 4,
Oh.
5, 6. Picks up some additional outs. Can hit a 9 or a
Going
7 to
with the
stay
straight
alive.
round this, Henry. Way to vary it up. There it is
7
on the
the turn. Just binks the gut
Cannot
shot.
lose, can only chop, and takes home the full double.
Wow.
Wow.
So I think for the first time, Martin's the short stack.
And honestly, I hate to say it about it, but Henry has played his all-ins very well.
Yeah, he plays all ins pretty well.
Hitting a straight, hitting a flush. I mean, just exactly how I would have played the hand.
Exactly what you need to do.
That's
You know,
smart. And he varied it up for the viewers. So,
Yeah.
that's
Instead of a flush, he hit a straight
big content guy.
and went for style with the gut shot too.
And Martin is back to what he started the tournament with, 1.1, which is currently the short stack. Brad and Henry tied at 1.4. And Henry, after a couple of what we'll call the oopsie meters, if you watch Negreanu's blog, is
Back towards
bailed
the top.
out. Yes. And I do know, Henry, if you're looking to give Marco a gift, he does like Cotton Patch, so gift certificates to there would be appreciated. Henry, doing some counting. Thank God he didn't run out of fingers there. That would have been rough for him.
True, yeah. No, we need to leave the shoes on in the stream room.
Yeah.
Let's the free hand go,
We had to
Martin.
talk to Mitch about that. Well, that's not-
Another conversation. Yeah. Well, King 5, one off his fave, but it's going to be enough to make the call and see what happens. Brad going
Okay.
to check his option with the 8.
Last time
deuce.
Martin lost a big pot, and then he immediately jammed with kind of an interesting spot. This time he goes with the flat. Brad happy to oblige with the old 8 quacker.
4, 10, 9, 2 hearts.
See if Brad leads here. This would be a great lead. I think he has a lot of 9s and 10s.
Yeah, it's going
No,
to go check.
he doesn't want to lose too much.
There's another 9. It's hard to represent much at this point,
I
Martin.
think Brad could lead there and rep a 4,
Yeah.
but he's going to let it play out.
7 on the river. Martin's going to be best with the king high, and it might go check here just for the, like I said, to see the equity of the hand.
Brad has played pretty passively in that big blind, and yeah. See, the problem with checking it down there is you lose so much of your equity, your stack when you
Well,
just check.
Your opponent just limped.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally that your opponent has zero information on you. Period. So you can literally represent whatever you want at that point.
You probably
Right.
don't have a big ace. You probably don't have a pair, but I mean, a
No,
10,
but any other random cards, you can represent a pair of anything. And but look at that leaderboard now. It's about as even as you can get.
We're right back
1.4,
in it.
1.3, 1.2.
if we hadn't already chopped it up, chop it up again. 7,
Exactly.
6.2.
Each of these guys receiving $3,000 for their efforts. They're playing for an additional $1,000 in a $120 buy-in tournament. Oh.
Brad with another one of a better kicker than Martin's 7.
Yeah, he hasn't raised into Henry's big blind in a minute, so this is going to look super strong when he does so.
We haven't also seen any pairs from the small blind. Brad just puts in a raise. He announced an amount, but we didn't. 400.
400.
Oh,
Henry doesn't have a bad one, three-handed king jack off suit, but like I said, Brad has not raised
with the
into his
call?
big blind in a minute, so
400K, but that's only a min click.
yeah. But
So
it's-
yeah, I like the call by Henry here.
yeah, it is a min click, that's for sure.
We're racing. Get your shoes on.
Brad looking to dodge a king or a jack. 9, deuce, 8. Pretty good flop
Great
for
flop
pocket
for Brad.
7s. Let's see if he continues on the aggression, just tries to end the hand right here whenever the pot's already 800K.
Probably the best 2 overs flop he could have seen. He's leading for 3. Is Henry going to come along?
Henry's just gonna maybe see if he can
non-believer.
shut him down there.
And I think Henry has assessed that he thinks that Brad probably has 2 big cards like him,
Well,
so he's not going to fold to 1 bet.
he would have been right the last few times he did it. Brad now even more equity, turning open ended. Do you check here to try to realize your equity, or you just ship it in for 540 into 1.4 million?
Could maybe try to bet 200, but it's probably just a jam
Yeah,
and hope
nah,
you don't
he-
get snapped.
And went all in. And Henry, we know that he's nothing he can do about it, but he's still not going to like the bet. At the end of the day, even if you know your opponent is bluffing, and if you just don't have anything, there's nothing you can do about it because they could be bluffing with the best hand.
Yeah, and if we did do some, little hand solvery selection stuff with Henry's hand, I don't hate the flop call. I think maybe we choose like King of Spades, Jack of Hearts.
Yeah.
Maybe it's it's a close one, so maybe you only call with the ones where you have the backdoor spades. Maybe your Queen Jacks are calls offsuit all the time, but maybe not the King
Yeah.
Jack. But that's a bit of hindsight. I don't hate the call still, but I think he's gonna let this one go.
A little bit of a Hollywooding here because, like I said, Brad.
We need a hand funeral graphic. There needs to be a little rip and this guy's folding, but we're going to talk about it for a while. Getting his screen time.
But instead, while you're waiting, we'll put the
Nice
little
fold.
reminder for subscribe there on our YouTube, or like and follow our Facebook channel.
You can like on YouTube as well, and that is good. So give it a like, give it a subscribe, toss a comment. Tell us who you think the best commentator was between me and Reese. Nobody's. And if you put Hamilton, we'll know what your account name is, Mark. So don't even try. Good fold by Henry.
Big pot. Brad takes over
Just
the bigger of the chip lead. there, I
min
think, that they
click,
had.
and then
A min click and a min bet and a
a
call.
min bet and a fold, or min bet call, and that is a huge swing of chips.
But what I will say, whenever you get into a situation like this, as whoever catches the cards is going to win. I kind of disagree. These guys have been playing their position a little bit and raising it up or trying to steal. But the difference maker at that point becomes when you can do it on the button.
Right.
When you have no chips in there and you get max value for the raise, which would be
Which
a
we
perfect
haven't seen a
opportunity.
lot.
No, but we have a perfect opportunity for Brad to do it here, since he has the chips to be able to do it. This is a position where he can make it 300,000. yeah, dig
Clear
up the
those chips, Brad.
Just
Oh.
makes the calls.
Did not expect that.
I figured.
Especially with what happened to Henry with the ace 4.
Yeah, Henry's going to complete,
Henry
and now
brings Henry
Martine
in.
with an ace. 3-bet jam here is strong.
Does he think?
Well, it's not even a
Brad is
3-bet.
cooler?
It's
Now,
a single bet. It
Brad
looks,
has
feels
not-
like it.
Been limping his best hands.
No,
He has been raising his limps have been strong. So this is probably the weakest we've seen him limp.
yeah.
So I understand Martine's check there. Brad trying to get a little discount there.
Didn't get through Marco's keen eyes.
No.
Flop of king, ace, queen. Martine's got to feel good about this one here. Henry caught a piece of it.
Martine just insta jams.
Instant jams, yeah. Just tries to end it before it gets even worse. Henry down to $500,000, but he is going to be the button next hand, so it doesn't have to pay anything. And so, yeah, it's a good fold there by Henry. And
It's a good jam by Martine. He probably realizes Henry doesn't have a lot of aces, and if Brad does, with the king and the queen out there, it's a chop a lot.
chops, mixed in there.
And if he denies the spade equity and the straight equity by betting what could be checked through by a lot of those other a lot of those other
Yeah.
players.
Why didn't my staff put out plaques, Banks? They just wanted them to have to stack all these chips up.
Hamilton goes by that old philosophy of big chips are out there, so we want to see them. And I know that they did bring plaques out because we did see them on stream. So
We chose not to put them in for some reason. I mean,
I don't know who should be fired, but I know that his name rhymes with Dark Ledoc. So
okay.
don't want to. I'm not a snitch.
No, won't go there.
I think we're gonna see Henry put the yep.
There it
doing
is.
What would have? Oh,
Martine's
this
got an
might
ace
get
and
called.
brand new chips with an ace. It's a third of his stack, but it's not going to get any better. It's always going to be a third or quarter of your stack at this level of
Martine's
blind
had some
stacks.
interesting thoughts with these A6, and the thing is, if he calls here, he's got to contend with Brad.
No, Brad's in the big blind.
He does make
he
the call?
does make the call. And Brad's going to be able to possibly sneak in a little bit of his chips here. He's got queen 10. No, he
Does
doesn't.
hold it.
I thought he might try to go 2v1 to eliminate a player.
This is a good hand here that Martine has versus the king queen. Can Henry do it again? All in. He might not be behind enough this time.
No.
He's got a lot more
he's-
equity than the
yeah,
other
he's
times.
almost got too good of a chance.
Good card for him to start.
Good club,
Whoa.
2 good clubs and a deuce.
My
Henry
goodness.
here at the king high flush
He's
draw.
almost ahead.
Almost. King queen suited of clubs, looking for another club to take this hand
Offsuit 10.
back over. Ace 6 still ahead. Martine 5 on the turn. No help. A king.
They're both
queen,
standing.
Or a club, or we have our third place finisher.
Oh.
And there it is.
Just like a Mason. He bricks out. Good game, Henry. He's going to be worried about, he's going to be thinking about a couple of those hands, I think.
Well, until he gets that $3,000 payout at the window, I think he'll be okay after that. Is that his biggest score ever?
If it is not, it's definitely up there.
And I don't even mean that facetiously.
That's a big score.
I mean, a 3,000 is a big score.
That's a huge
And I
score.
know
think it might be.
he's gone with y'all to the lodge and played in other places, but a $3,000 cash in a tournament's a pretty big deal.
It is. And so, yeah, the button is about to switch here because Martine was not actually the big blind. Brad was. So
Yeah, they're gonna
Martine should be the big
they're gonna
blind.
switch that one up here as we see the payouts, and while they're figuring that one out. For those that don't know, the button
incorrect.
becomes the button is the small blind and acts first, and where you determine where the button is you can't be the big blind twice in a row. That's
Yes.
all you have to remember.
Which
'cause-
Martine is correct about that, but he's wrong about where the button was. So
correct.
he's-
Yeah, so that's why they're a little confusing to each other here. But anyway, for those
Uh-oh. The
for those
shotgun
that don't-
attorney.
Yeah, the shotgun attorney, the $13 entry, $5,000 guaranteed tournament. That's right, $13 entry, $5,000 guaranteed. We've got 7 flights in this thing, and Banks, I think we're going to need every single one of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I agree with you. I do think all 7 flights, we will easily get to that 15K that we're hoping for. I am anticipating large fields. I'll be here Saturday. 1 o'clock is normally just after I wake up, but I'll be here ready to go, rebuy this in hand, wanting to get out there and splash around.
I need to decide how long the rebuy period is for these flights.
Yeah, honestly, a while.
At what point do I? It's
Can
gonna
you
be,
buy in at break for 1 big? Because that would be hilarious.
It
and-
might be if it's any sort of
I'll do it.
I'm sure people will. All I know is I'm going to hire some of the Sonic car hops across the street.
Yeah.
If you're listening, you have your roller skates and your trays ready. We're going to need them running around the room for this incredible $13 entry tournament with a $5,000 guaranteed prize pool. Getting started at December 27th, Saturday at 1 p.m. 2 flights on that Saturday. And then going through all the way to New Year's Day, Thursday, will be the day 2 of goodness knows what this prize pool is going to be, but it's going to be at least $5,000 and only $15 if you buy the bonus chips available. $13 entry, $2 for the bonus chips. Top 12% bag into the day 2 there, New Year's January 1st, but there's no add-ons, so I'm not real sure.
The
The ROI is
insane.
you can't really say anything about it. It just is what it is.
For $13, you could win over 1,000 at the least.
I can't eat Whataburger or McDonald's for $13.
Finally, something Coop can afford. We'd love to see you here, Coop. It is a great tournament. Thank you, Coop, for pointing this out. For amateurs who don't know how to play poker or are new to the game, it's a perfect tournament for that. Come
It's
out.
a good one. It's a good one.
Anything can happen. So
But-
perfect for Coop.
Before then, we're going to be spinning the wheel on knockouts on my birthday free roll this coming Saturday, December 20th. I did have to go back and look, but I'm going to be 32.
again.
December, yeah. It's December 20th at 4 p.m. It's the same structure as our Monday free rolls, but we're going to be adding the wheel spins to it, and those are a lot of fun. If you played in our Trick or Treat tournament in October, it's going to be much of the same. Coming out for that
Brad,
tournament.
no stranger to Heads Up. I watched him play Glenn Heads Up favorably. I think Glenn and Martine are definitely going to play differently. Brad was going with a structure of betting that was kind of his hand strength was what he bet. So we'll see if he continues that again.
You know, something I don't know if you didn't say it, but I'm gonna say it that it's the first time when they hit what was it, 3 players or 4 players, they did 3,000 apiece with playing for 1,000. I haven't seen Brad make a deal in a long time.
This is not a deal. This is a restructuring. As Brad's attorney, he has allowed me to say that this was not him making a deal; it was him restructuring his payout.
Restructuring. Okay.
Correct.
Well,
And ironically, whoever goes out here makes the same as Henry. So
true. Yeah.
oh, and look at Coop trying to get banned again. Did you say 62 for the age? Huh.
Almost.
That's right there. You click where it says ban.
No, okay,
just
right
like
there.
that. See you later, Coop.
Jeff Kirk, he's going to type again to see. Jeff Kirk, I can afford a few rebuys. He says, as can I. It's going to be a good tournament, $15.
Over 35 people tuning in to the stream. A couple of premiums here. Goes limp check. So Martine with 4 deuce off is limping all his hands. I think we can safely say with that limp. And Brad again trying to short the pot. Marco not going to have any of that.
8-3 versus 4 deuce. 3-9-3. How about that? Trip threes for Brad and the check.
Oh, Martine with the check there. That would have been okay. This card, I think, Brad don't. If Brad
Check it one more
here,
time, please, Brad.
I think Martine will put a bet in with the gutter plus the deuce 4.
No, he does make a bet.
Is
I don't think he
Martine
would have gotten any
more?
more money out of it. I think,
He is
I mean, even if he would have checked it, I don't think because Martine's going to check that trying to spike the 5 on the river.
Yeah,
So he didn't make any more money other than getting beat. But
he probably would check it back, but you never know. It's one of those ones that the ace does play a lot better for Martine's range. So
yeah,
even though in that case it might still be a bet. You know, thinking about it, Reese, those plaques would make things a little bit easier right now.
yeah. I'm going to have to ask. I mean, I know I have staff here at the River League, and at this, I think for most of them, this is the first tournament they've ever done, ever apparently, and so there's no plaques
or
on the
second.
table.
Well,
7-4. Is he supposed to do
this
something
is
with
a
this hand here?
premium. That's the
It's card readers have to be off. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. I thought it was
Send
just.
the
I thought
table
it
back.
was Henry being scared, but
yeah.
the table's not picking up. 7-4. The River League nuts. But yeah, plaques would be great right now. I'm telling you.
It would make things quicker. But, that's what you get. We would have 7.9 big blinds in Martine's stack. He'd have about 24 plaques currently.
Yeah.
Brad would have 16 plaques or the equivalent of 160 chips.
You know, I would have just paid the lower price for the normal looking chip and not paid extra for a plaque if I'd have known that my staff just didn't want to put them in.
I love the plaques. They're a lot of fun. Martine going to go with a call here with the 8-7. The same 8-7 I think that Chong played. Oh, I think the suit's reversed actually. Brad with the king here heads up. That's a strong hand. Let's see if he puts a raise in here. Goes with check.
Nope, just decides to
Playing a little
check
more
it.
passive.
So he's having to carefully stack those chips. It'd be a lot easier if they were plaques. Marco to a flop, 600K in the middle. It's about a quarter of each person's stack. 4-8 tray, 2
Martine
diamonds,
flops top pair.
top pair. Let's see how he chooses to play this here. Actually, though,
No backdoor diamonds. Two runner for a straight. King high.
and Brad puts a bet out here. It's gonna be a pretty big deal. No, he decides to go ahead and check it. Yeah, I was curious to see if he put a bet out there. I mean, we knew Martin would call and or raise it, but Brad at going against.
It does favor his range a little bit, the 8 high board over Martine's. Martine makes it 450. Our blinds did go up 150, 300K, so that is a 1.5 big blinds.
Yeah, we're definitely having slight bingo poker, but it can be bet banked. You can pick your spots there. Like I said, you
Yeah.
just saw it.
Brad min clicks pre-flop. I think he takes that down sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Like I said, you've got to put it a little bit at risk, and I know it's not super easy as we're basically 4 versus 8 big blinds, 9 big blinds.
And let's see how this plays out. Brad probably looking to play a little bit aggressive here.
Yeah, the button will act first. You see, he is the small blind here. I think he needs to be raising his buttons from here on out, to be honest with you. Make
Maybe that's the
Martine-
hand he lets go. Oh, nope. He's going to go with the call. Okay, suited. Martine with nothing. See, a hand this bad, they say a lot of the times, your worst hands you want to raise and your best hands you want to raise.
Well, heads up, if you're the button, you want to be raising 80% of your hands anyway. And I know there's not many bigs in each person's stack, but at some point you have to push the opponent around as Martine
hits
flops the
three
bottom of
again.
it.
Can't miss this guy. Gets the check in. Brad's going to continue, and I don't think Martine folds to 1 bet, but we'll see.
I don't think you can. Heads up. No, he
Oh, he
does.
does get it
Wow,
through.
he's trying to
What a
conserve,
bet, Brad.
trying to keep that, trying to keep that chip lead up there.
The Leaning Tower of Chipsville. Oh,
Mark here checking in on us. Mark, I was saying, we spent money on nice plaques. Instead, we're walking, knocking down a massive chick shack. But no, it'll look good for the photos, Banks. That's what it is.
yeah.
There's a big pile.
You know
of
what else
chips.
looks good in photos? Plaques. Whitney coming in here. Not to be too harsh on the dealers, but whoever colored them up.
Yeah, I own more green chips than that. I promise.
You do?
I do own more green chips than they.
Yeah.
They could have put some more out there.
They could have put plaques out there, chips out there. Less, maybe they should color down to some yellows. That might be our next
True.
step.
True. Yeah.
Then they could have that 2008 when Jerry Yang won, and everybody's got so many chips you got to take a bus and
Yeah. The table has to be reinforced from the weight. Martine here
grains
on
there.
the button. Jack 9.
a great calling hand. Brad with another king in the big blind. So Brad is definitely playing this big blind tricky. Martine probably thought that he didn't do anything there, but I think that he probably has not figured Brad for any super strong hands.
No, there's not much maneuverability either.
Does, however, play it like I would and flop 2 pair. Good job,
Yeah.
Brad. Let's see
Martine caught
what he does
enough
here.
of it to make this possibly damaging. You've got heads up. A pair is pretty darn good. Martine 600
Hard
in
to
the
make a
middle.
pair.
Yep.
And see,
And he's going to bet it here. And Brad has to make a smooth call here, but even a smooth call is red flags. Actually, he bet 300,000. Yeah, it's going to be a fifth of Brad's stack.
how's he going to play this?
I think a call looks just as strong as a raise.
There's a lot of straight draws out here, so Martine did probably need to bet that. And I think that if he gets a call here, he might put Brad on that kind of straight drawish
It's
range.
hard to just give him a king.
Goes with
Yeah,
the
he
min click.
immediate min raise there. It was a check raise.
Says these blinds mean a lot, and I'm betting one of them.
Yeah, it was a check raise too. And like I said, I'm not sure if that looks stronger or just the call.
And
Martine being a non-believer, just like you said, thinking he could have that a lot of 10-8s, even a 7.
Mhm.
Heads up, a 7 could get a check raise.
and out of Brad the electrician, that was a bit of a shocking min click there. Let's see what happens on this turn. Is that another
It's
7?
another 7. So
Oh,
now
great check. Martine probably checks back here. But
no,
he
he
does
jams
jam.
it all in, and
Peanut
the
butter
camera's
and
not even
jelly.
the camera's not even gonna catch.
Nope. Run it twice. Nope. Brad's a once kind of gal.
Yep, and we're gonna.
Will Whitney get to go to Christmas? We are going to find out here if this is a 9. And the answer is no. Oh, the upside down 9.
So Martine, not out. We're
Not
still
out,
playing, but they basically
If you
given 2 bigs.
have you seen the Monty Python, the knight who gets his
Oh yeah,
legs and
tis
arms?
but a scratch.
That is what Martine is looking at right now. He's got one hand; it's holding the sword, but not much left.
Well, if I would run some ads while they count all these chips in play,
Okay.
it'd gone faster if we had a.
Gotta ban Coop. He's just saying curse words in chat now. Like what? Way to go, Brad from Jeff. Good job, Jeff. A big Brad guy. Look at this massive pile of 6 big blinds that
Don't.
Brad has here.
Don't drop it. Don't drop
No.
it. Oh, look at Whitney. Did you see how small her hands were? She still did that. Talk about absolute.
That was 4 chips high.
I mean, just it was okay. No.
Yeah, I mean that comparatively hand wise. Oh, good Lord. Whitney's doing a grand job here, taking what she can reach and using it to her advantage. Brad here is in a commanding position with. Oh God, I wish we had Mark here to do this math. How many times does he have of Brad?
Well, I'm not sure exactly, but
I would say 4.5. But
four
that's
and a
just
half.
my opinion.
It's not 5. Martine here is in the
Almost
big
half the
blind.
stack is in this pot. Let's see what Brad wakes up with. I think this is probably not a fold, but we'll see.
Somebody needs to investigate Whitney here, as
Yeah.
Brad has picked up pocket kings right after crippling Martine. Martine's going to put in any 2 cards here a lot of the time anyway
Is this
after
I
that
think
beat.
He min clicked. Yes, he did min click. Martine looking at
Queen deuce suited. Does he want to just put in the rest of it, or
suited
just
paint card. I mean, Brad has to be doing this with almost everything. It's basically this hand or next.
yeah?
It's a little best. It's a little worse than an average hand, so he could fold. But I don't know if he wants to come back. He kind of needs to get lucky at this point.
Yeah, like I said, usually most players after losing the grip they had on the game in that last one will go ahead and put it in out of frustration on the next hand.
Yeah, let's see what he does.
So if he wants
That
to give
deuce
himself
was-
a fighting
If the
chance,
deuce was wild, he still would be behind. But
true.
unlucky. And he
Now
does,
he does
go
go
all
ahead and put it in there. Brad's going to
Brad's gonna think
immediately.
about this
the
for a little
camera actually caught it. Didn't think the camera would even catch it.
Oh,
Let's listen in at the injustice.
and cries and allegations of collusion between father-daughter. Oh, that's a
Martine looking
strong pound with those tiny
yeah,
hands.
letting everything go. Needing a lot of clubs here. Jack in the window.
One club?
4-4 Jack. No help so far to Martine. Needs a lot of help here on this turn card, or we're going to be.
Dead.
There's a 4. Yep, that
on
is
the turn.
going to do it, and we have our.
Oh, just wow.
Okay, well, yeah, you know,
She's dead already, Brad.
you don't have to do that, Whitney. But congratulations to Brad.
We're teaching Mark some Navy SEALs training with these hand motions, and that was don't stand in front of the camera. We're about to
Yeah,
turn on.
come over here. About to put this up here. What a tournament!
You know, I thought it was great. Honestly, well casted by the three of us.
We
Yeah.
did a good job.
Mhm.
We did a good job. It
I
was
think,
good.
yeah. For the,
You know.
I mean, definitely a majority of us did well.
I mean, we held it through, the production side of things between, Whitney and Destiny.
know,
We held them together. So
Destiny did great for a first time. Thank you, Destiny. Why are you looking? Oh, anyways. I think honestly that final table was played very well. There was very few, other than obviously Henry, who will get hounded by me tomorrow. Played pretty well. Everyone did good.
at the end of the day, we started the final table at 5 o'clock. Was it
Yes.
right at about 5 o'clock, and it is 8 o'clock. There is no world you would have convinced me that would have taken 3 hours for the blinds of what they were.
A lot of conservative play.
A lot of conservative play. Of course, there was $5,000 up top. Yeah,
Yeah.
huge prize pool.
Congrats to Brad for 4,000.
Yeah, 4,000 for
3,400
Brad, and
for
we
Martine.
saw the top 4 or whatever get $3,000 for their efforts.
I always thought we were going to crush that.
And
$10.
doubled. We doubled that guarantee.
We tried to convince them.
That's amazing.
We were going to crush that.
The Mexicutioner just he thought we'd be lucky to hit 8,000. I
Yeah.
think it was.
If you guys following along at home are wanting to know how to recognize a bluff, you just heard it. So thank y'all for that demonstration.
I'm the well-known naysayer, but we do appreciate each and every single one of you that came out and played in this tournament. That's why we had the $20,000 200 prize pool,
Mark, can I get
202
a water?
entries. It was a fantastic turnout. It feels like we've been playing this tournament for a month. Each flight was massive. The staff did an amazing job for these last 3-4 days, keeping everything together, and huge fields, almost 50 entries every single flight. Like I said, 202 overall to hit that $20,000 prize pool. And then today was just
I can't wait to see the pick with the 4,000 chips in front of Brad, the winner's photo, and the Pocket Kings.
well,
You know, when Ton won his belt, he won with Pocket Kings as well.
yeah,
That's a good hand.
pretty.
Shout out to Banks for helping us out on the stream. You know,
I was gonna get
we
there.
weren't
I was gonna
pay
get there.
him anything for this, and I
Yeah.
decided we're going to double that.
Well, thank you. That's great.
Yeah, definitely a shout out to Banks and, of course, like I said, Whitney, Marco, and Destiny for their work on the stream. We're getting a lot of views on these streams. We really enjoy doing them. They're coming
They're
along
great.
really well, improving each and every single
When's our
one of
next
them.
one?
Thursday.
Thursday.
We'll be doing a
Okay.
cash game on Thursday. I think we might see you on the table from what
I
I'm
have been told 1-3, so that should be fun. Should be a great time.
Now what kind of 1-3? Because we've got different levels of 1-3.
Oh, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. So if you're interested in being on the stream, like I said, we're having a cash game every Thursday. And then we do tournaments on Saturdays, depending on what kind of tournament it is. But most everything gets posted up on Facebook and or in the room here, so you can sign up if you'd like to be on the stream.
This is, what's crazy is that if we had a 10K tournament that was at this time of year and it doubled the guarantee, somebody might say, what a great tournament to end the year with. But here, we still have 2 more great tournaments coming. That is
Fine.
amazing.
There you go. How about
We
this one?
have the 5K guarantee, which we are also going to double for a $13 entry. 6 flights. Look at all those times. You can play all of them, 1 of them, 2 of them. All your bags roll over. That's amazing. You can, every single buy-in is going to get you such great value. Because if you could win $10,000, even if you had 10 rebuys, that's 10 times your money.
Well, I mean, people came out for 120. Why not come up for 15?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it boils down to. $13 to enter our $5,000 guaranteed tournament.
What a great tournament.
$2 for the instant bonus chips. So it's basically $15. No add-ons, just $15. As many stacks as you can punt into this thing, please do so.
And
And get us to
What
that
day
$5,000.
is Mr. Clean's birthday tournament?
I haven't been called Mr. Clean in a while. Yeah, but yeah, this coming Saturday.
That's going to be great too. I can't wait to play in that one. Spin the wheel.
Yeah, spin the wheel on every knockout. The 4 p.m. Reese's birthday free roll. Same structure as our Monday free roll that's super popular here at the River League. The only difference is each and every knockout gets you a chance to spin that wheel, similar to our trick or treat tournament. And some good ones and some bad
We
ones.
should make a side bet. Which one has a bigger prize pool, your birthday or the 5K guaranteed?
You put it like that, the $15 one's got a pretty good shot of
Really? Wow. Okay.
$30 rebuys into my birthday tournament. But it's
What if we don't take the guarantee into it?
7 flights versus 1. I mean,
We'll talk about it.
come on.
We'll see if we can find a good arrangement.
We'll figure some sort of odds structure out. Either way, we've got a lot here to go still in December, and we're almost halfway through it. Absolutely incredible. We're going to be closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We've been asked that a few times. I want to shout that out to everyone, let them know that we're going to be letting our staff go home to their families and loved ones for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
I think
And,
Bryce sleeps here.
I know, but it's okay. But other than that, we've got a lot going on. Like I said, my birthday next Saturday tournament, and then the $15 $5,000 guarantee tournament, and lots of more cool stuff coming up in January.
I'm excited.
If you're interested in being on stream, sign up for the 1-3 game coming up this Thursday, and then I don't.
Buy some plaques for those tournaments.
I say we stream on Saturdays, but I don't know if we're going to stream my birthday free roll.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, you won't. I mean, will you? After the wheel's done spinning.
Well, you're assuming that I'll be at the final table to not be able to be on the stream. I'll
No,
probably
I wouldn't
be
make
here
that
to
assumption.
stream.
So don't worry, that was not in the calculations. I won't be able to commentate either though, because I will be at the final table with both of them.
That's
Whether I might spend, I might make the guarantee on the 5,000 myself, honestly, but I'm gonna make day 2.
No, there's no guarantee on my birthday. No. That's just for fun.
Oh, I guarantee it's gonna be fun though.
We can guarantee.
I was
that.
guaranteeing the fun, not the money. Sorry.
Guys, we appreciate each and every one of you tuning in across all of our social media platforms, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Once again, each one of these streams getting better and better as time goes on as we figure out all of this kind of fun stuff that we're doing. But we're doing it for you guys and y'all tuning in and chatting with us and going back and watching them on YouTube. The reviews are when they come back and watch
I know
it
I'm
later,
one of them.
incredible. Yeah, you go back and watch it later, and I go through and after 24 hours when I can edit some of the pauses out, makes it a little easier to go back and watch if you happen to miss one of our streams. But they're fun to go back and watch and listen to if you're on them, and you can get on them. Just let us know that you want to be on those Thursday cash games. Have them
How do
here
we get
live on
hands
stream.
edited off of there? Is that a thing?
Well, maybe.
No? Okay.
And we'll see. I've got some saved. We'll put into some
We need to get some clips going.
something.
I would love
I
that.
need to find another me.
The
to,
Brad
do this
looking at
kind
the
of stuff.
camera got to be a clip with
That
that
was a good
Jack
one.
3. That
That
was
was a good one.
amazing. Well,
Thanks for
everybody.
tuning in. Yeah, thanks. appreciate you
Good
as
job,
always.
Reese. We'll have
Destiny,
you back.
off camera over there. Good
She did
job.
great. We were just messing with her.
She's fine. And Whitney's arms aren't that short.
We will not concede that.
I've got to say it legally. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Keep an eye on our Facebook. Send us a message. Give us a call. Any questions? Hope to see you guys here at the River League. And if you can't be here, be on our streams on Thursdays. And Monday night free roll tomorrow night.
All right, I'll be here.
Be here for that one.